stadium and Adebayo and some other Samuel Comitimuno and I just some Capoma, one some celebrating my annual Sanio Marinano and some across comment and not just Adebayo and some Samuel Comitimuno Abra, not just some celebrations in Nano and some across Shak, Yanko Egypt and the Montes and yes, a Panibaha and some our chest of Cromwell, Kam Mana Jono, one some Babam Pan pay and Chesapo, Chesandra, Amafuate, and some Nadia Kumontenso, Amachesanuma Crossonino, and some Crosswabi, and some Anawusha Brawamunino, and some Ayazamal Comoso Portesa, yet Ayomon Seminino, and some Amaya Joffa and Anope, and some our Shonos Amra, Mamen Fantuan said games our tour, and some about our Saudi Arabian Ronaldo, as Uncle Gobium. Nadia Tensa and Robo Kefans Al Nassar, Wamusum and Al Wada, as a boy. Now, Mamma Fantuan says, and come here is a Nassar for the Yanya form, as a marriage and for Stefano Pioli, and some by much as our body, you know, and your man so Cobes a Kama, Bessa me and Sanqua and name, I just a Bobo Kevans and Nassar, a body, you know, and some Okoye and go be a contender, Yefanos Angelo Gabriel Ashano, say Sharo Academy highlight to be a Moa, Obon said Chelsea. Woman Janus Uncle Saudi Arabia, now Uncle Bon Farmer Aya Nasaro, and Rakadano some classic go. One allo big go Kababia Wajina, and I just a queer Koran Fasua, one of some Danya South Gordon Timono, now and wash a plant Enra, one of about first go Ama Zero Nodo, now a penalty in Abama Bejanetira, one of some Akaponi Tumo, and some other side and fans and Nassar, and some Aya Gamer and Wano, and no some Abaswa free, Mamin Fantuan so run our Piagia, and when the catch us some place no more never may say on game and some Abaso. Now swinging at Bobakua, your fan South Paris Saint Germain, Womushamians, Emma Renee Timono, Womusum at a Kanamubako Enra, and your Bradley Bacola, or no, about first goal, Liga E, about second goal, Bradley Bacola, Ashley, Tosomiansa, and some other Timono, now penalty buyer, and not Calumuendo, and also the take Canabako, and your consolation, Emma Saita. Your fan Rene Arches and I game and Rano, and also about where the cabin didn't come out. And me, I was saying. Say breast without brazier, saying Anna breast embassy affair na Anna breast for a quawe among folk call. MSM I will go on so one dasom our form any day. Bobo Crefans on Zay, one shami and some Emma breast or Timono, one some 90 and Tibi, and one came about Swakotana, your fans Elisha also not just again in the Akotano, and why Elisha Ebo go, and some other or Zay Timono, a BM Junior Trory. One of some about second go and Sana, a Kakabasa Jubal, on a penalty, and some others between a first and second, third corner, and Rami and some other Emma Omutimono, Nayanko, I on the local room and Enra, woman dressing room, not just a Kwaki and a Gisam, woman yet Jem, Amo Bonum Diasa, a Chesana on the phone in here, and Qatam, our local room and a dressing room, no, woman so fahit, our Honoma, not just a Enyas and a truck after Kobas Enra, woman shall breast, economy and sa much as a breast and to me and Jano, Yellow said and run university and some on there, one more dressing room. Yes, I know I said the N1 and JCT, our local rumor. Ya day I updating in that tema, ya Jaffa Dasua, ya bro, N1 matches out of Baswano, and I just a beer crying, and Namano Casa matches out of Pinano, and so Abaso, Unum San Rabokua, ya fans are Dortmund, our German in N1. But him say, I'm for Japapa. Yesterday game Dortmund, I was signally Duna. Yawu say, I am Matos Bero, our first goal, and the amount boom, and watch it. Not just about 5 minutes later, not just a Danny DeVelt, and some about second goal, and the amount boom, Timono, now for Dortmund, I am down by 2-0. Later, Anna Sau Girassi, one of them take Canada into first half, no, not just a Dortmund, Omu Traili, one way counter top Arsenal by 2-1. Womu koba second half ho and Jumani nyina som abesha se enro no aya brancha won sa mari chen ono elevo packing and ma dot one boboku no afa se wo girasi ebiem and some ashari atoso miensa and ma Felix and Major and some about 4 goal and enro from 2 goals down on Dortmund and some abetisha 4-21 here must save lives acheseno boys see come said dia na mu tire acheseno kamulu zuya na chesankanioma udio pinano and some abedwiri na so enro ni nyina chi no wo some aya adwuma no kama coach na ye fa no say nuru sign or say you want to just enro game no ha ebia wan hwe bi almost start match no ye pa na so onim ne nti a wo mo consider first goal and second goal no kwa no aya enforced error we aya mistake will be anti will be for pressure to so and koba say nam so a wo mo some other consider aya second goal no what no wo mo koba second half no sampa na mantie no wo mo some asoja aya game and no mo deserve say kwambia so no wo mo some afa win our sam match no mo ademenya no say coach na ye fa no nuru shine ono and also diri e ba say no ankwada no ya adwuma a chese no speed e wo ho and what you pace ya adwuma fei wo mo some return so am game no so koye edema omo no nyina no wo some abon nkwada na ba so enra bobo kwa fa no say AC Milan wo mo some ashame yen say am lechi wo mo some antimi ante enra ade ba kono say we aya Alvaro Morata about first goal, Theo Hernandez about second goal, and Christian Pulisic and some about third goal. Emra 3-0 no almost enemy and Sanjina and some about first half no and to say Ebia will fear at the comfort of your home and Ebia will enjoy a Jumaria Fansa a final lap away no and some I said the Emra highlight be and I said the excepts as it and a shadow academa I was some party even no and to Emra a first half no and a basam almost go so nyina wie ya na jamenya no say enro wa bra koba se Milan enso wie game no wonum sa broncha wa no se Emerson Royal ekodin komo wo say na ehu bahia ye pass enro wo mo so abesa wini game sense wo mo koba Derby della Madonnina I koba se AC Milan ehye Inter no amanfo so na we diam sa yesia na si kwawe no ye daba kopa bi na bia wo mo pa bi dia bibie na chesanka amanfo giri ye ba se enro na Milan Abelusi that's what say Wabra Koba so mu dinkunim over Inter Milan no na wo behia se enwa na dwo so mo say dinkunim awo lechi and some as ampa and so mo say nya win enwa say aye 6 points the last 2 games omo bom ani kwansa Milan e ma no so wa I was say AC Milan and some akokwan mo yentie some akodan na ye fa no say Emerson Royal and some attitude
for us was very important the game against Inter. So we win the game, we need to win this game. So today was so important as well because it's no stop. After you win one derby, the life no stop. So we spoke about this, we say we need to win this game because it's important like the derby. So now we have a lot of confidence. So we need to keep it going.
Yes, and I some branch fans Emerson Royal, and so at the 2 drafts I said Cobas and AC Milan team no. One to social media and Emma Leche and Timmy and Tibina. What you say your day boy accepts in no. Emma you tell for Enra Theo Hernandez or no, and some will be a deba when say among for them say be a coach in a buyer. Will no NHS Rafael Leo any manager no so problem no. Be a benam so Kwadana kwa Enra wamu game ana tiose yaman to just say nani je ewo Milan mountain so na nipa mo team Milan first supporters no and said your fans let's see hwa no nani je oni ba bia call na de obeso kan nyina no sa odona ya no mo dana di adema nyina no eno so are very crucial on the decision one also taking to no de we are so happy say obeste ewo bobo kwa fans AC Milan nyina no and some update aba honsam no ye de ema ye je for no pay and some our show no enra bobo kwa fan sa rivalry domotenamo womuluzu 2-1 and so adama mayoka and I match bounce and fay e bia kwan ama chesena womo match Saudi wasa bounce nyina no and some abaso mamen fan to no se bobo kua ye fan sa bounce ebo and na our Pamplona bounce abobo no womo elkware Osasuna about 7 o'clock and na juya womo so abo our Estadio Al Sadar oru fan sa Guillermo Quadra Fernandez ono na be center referee enso ama game no Sasuna ene Barca for no enso ebebo aye 7 ana sa game no enom abaso watchena ana Madrid derby enso ababaso Atletico Madrid our Civitas Metropolitano womom ene Real Madrid ana ebebo referee Mateo Busquets ono ana nyame an much no be hanto aye sa big game na eno so abetumi abaso wabra ye ka aye La Liga in Spain enso no report to men kan say enso ade de eba say de kan ne ma me aye Barca almost quadra womo so anya publish wenom aye nkwada ena manager Fanasa Flick enso ade kom ewa brasa game no eno enso abaso ewa bra wonsem no ye de emi ye te fa free ma me mfanto no so wurom awani a ye Fanasa Barcelona Shark yenkwa enra manager no wa bra ba so oba be ne pre-match no ye unse coach no ade tofe akwa koma ensantrani bi na ebia follow proceedings enchemuni ne we aye moment a coach ye Fanasa Hansi Flick ade candy I taka se bia tofe akoma aye journalist abakunu nyina no say wo ka ba last game mo boy wom ene ye tafe no wom we ya coach no abe post match wo kasa na obowa pa obowa san wo sorry free na konya so no ye say okokla ni throat no asamba wo ko buy asa betena say na still e wonom ada so ginam enti de mensa kan sentwani na wonom ade tafe koma no ye fa no Xavi Lemos ano wura no ade tafe e ma no mom sa den na panin ebowa no yes ensentwani na de na tafe e ma coach no sam onye no ntafre na o gire se e wano ebejai enti odeman e ma ne tafre e ma wura no aye ne post match conference enso awie enti inana se bi ono enso papa oye ne mra bi atwam wono som aba ni bi atuaka no eno oba pre match conference I don't know so the candy ebran sentwani na ye fa no Xavi Lemos a chese no aye nchromu a ewom ahonsam no nyina no ye de ema ye chefo enano pay enso awo shono so na Xavi Lemos a wono aye journalist or say Hansi Flick no why a gentleman brutal na ono tofe ba kopana wadema Flick after omone yetafe a game no wasem odabo miensa ene te brand enra etinye se bia candy ba kopa bi ana wadema owura no na de tensa wadabo ba se miensa na dema ono sentwani no a chesene ne je ne so a obo aye Barcelona enso coach na abaso na report am say kan say what kai say manager Fanasa Flick abaye no nipa ba ko buy obabuana man settle ye aye Thiago Alcantara esa so no boy no aye adwuma pan e wo ban munchen e to boy no retire from footballer e ba sam okoye adwuma ma Barca na yate wodne no start here wo san jan mo ekoye jeminya no still ye so mo da so din komo na enkomode no nyina no ye say koba se bia Barca omo technical team no ana se bia Hansi Flick the coaching staff no omo ntibi bia se a ye so mo frɛ Thiago Alcantara va video call na omo bisa no se bia we yenya ne sen we yenya ne sen wa brother me nya no so wura no ne come back abaya adwuma nyame ya dom na ye di aye Xmas ni wi a metesa January akodan na ye fa no Thiago Alcantara abasa me kini come back o Barca wo mo some coaching staff no eno ensom aye update aba obi yanim say Barca we need 7/7 enti ayade say koye na omubusa coach no so pani mo kwa komo game against Osasuna Pamplona wo mo so ya no mo ha dwempa na nya bia record no otenten emu yesemo wini we so kan wa na chese wo ba equal record na aye Tata Martino aye o wini 8 matches all La Liga no ato aso wo so wonom anya record na hia no na de hia no ye pan send the next game wono so akwakomo ntomo a wo mo yes an na coach no we so be set record obe equal ana sempo obe break records ni nyina no wo se nya ho an attention ana se bia ne focus no enso wo yentie Barca a coach your friend Hansi Flick.
It's always good to win. So when we don't focus about if it's a record or like that, so we go there. We prepared for winning also there, but I also know that it's very difficult because how we said that from 11 points they got 10 points at home, and you can see how strong they are at home. Also, what I heard about it's that the stadium. There's a fantastic atmosphere that the fans are supporting their team, and I like this, and I think also the players like this atmosphere. It's always good to win.
Yes, and no, again, some manager fans I Hans Flake and I'll test what Dennis 7 no to and I pay life friends our show no so fay one more sana say Yamia my ball game we na just watching a Madrid derby way and so ever was say our Liga title race no more as a boss bet me all the way and so kwagye Simon also abro impo say kobasa bi ochina bi boss akwa lose no mancha say na be a Real Madrid B and I say be Kobi, woman to me catch up on a Sarah game, no, and some other was say, or rather say, you want to just a Madrid derby and Fanaho, one in your corner chance and actual or G. Bassa was a Bassa Yoma Jumaye, on also the answers a Bassa Bayoma Jumaye, dear, and yet Yamia Duman, you make game at Barcelona. I was so can be also Barcelona, and when you win, I was Sasuna, and Ochana, Sir Aletico, Abatria Jane, Serbia Real Madrid Abatri to on 4 Biaho, and the Bessie Yamia Mochana. Barcelona, a coach Hans Flick.
I only focus on our team. I know focus on Real or Atletico. It doesn't matter. We have to do our task, and this is to win in Osasuna. The other thing I cannot change. It will happen, and how it happens, we have to live with that, and it's okay. I only focus on it.
Yes, I know I can't free Barca coach and answer Deba. Now report to me say can say na who can Barcelona almost quite a mantia to say omo jumpano and some our sort of ba ko aya kwatana ye fan say Rafinha de me nyan say entourage no ye so mo betu twasara and you my boy from last season supporters no mu dinner time be criticizing and sane man nyina na kwada no sabi oye nipa entire mo na mo kan semote mo twa na kwada ehunu nyina no enya so boni ewa akwada no so wo mo se affect akwada na ye fan say Rafinha and na me no kasane ma sesa ama the same supporters no wo mo say to aye prices adama player ye fan Rafinha omo say nyame adama Monday anu ye next week kind of player ye fan say Frankie de Jong no wo mo ye training area and omo be hwesa bia omo game against young boys our UEFA Champions League no mo abranche de Jong ebetimi abobi and I say bia de Jong entimi mo sansa aye 5 months any omo ball but so makoma enum akodano and some omo ball and from our team no and no aye kakra from us deba na nyame ya no bochina and Madrid derby and so Barca derby game no Jemense kan say wo ka aye Atletico Madrid wo mo Real Madrid omo players ni me nyina so boma yes omo value nyame ya no bochina aye 1,881 million euros na say 1.881 billion euros and aye clam ni me no wo mo players on parade ni nyame ya no bochina no yes say no omo market value and so no brama and yes gaget one ye kan wasam san aye billion asem to me so e mabisa me some convert am intimi aye 1,881 million euros and no aye Atletico de Real Madrid wo mo so value a chese ni nyina no nsem no ye de ema ye te for enano pay and some our show no so me no kase emra Madrid omo training about so enano pay no say see our latest amenya no say Real Madrid start omo training ma me for update ema wa broncha ba say Mbappe ye dem say wa pram one training no pay and what Ibrahim Diaz entimi and training David Alaba anya be Dennis Ceballos so no one some entimi and training no mom wo mo training El Costa say see am no kase ya wo mo dasu training no Eduardo Camavinga one aka squad no one ane chese team no aye training na and chese aye good news Adama Bobokua ye fan Real Madrid our brand yam yan motina wo mo some game no Barca na report amenya no say Atletico Madrid yes Atletico for the announcement aba say what na match omo bonom supporters amoba obeba obetena wakonya so na chese o cardboard eda so anase bia de bia de form pictures ema mosaic eye bia no otena obeba na chese cars no edida wakonya so ebra no so samu nyina mo pagya no mo so ma check card no mako 70,000 entem so otena e was civita so de Atletico Madrid mo supporters nkwa na eba o because o check card na be so bia na kan say e bia card no na dia form from your pictures and so the actual cameras no be nipa will be also benya bi aye mako 70,000 na chesam so na remodel for kakra bi e de benya chance agrom e was stadium no aye announcement atletico for no wo mo som ajaba na Jamian say kama vingana media to no so waye training enra and na wasa ye training na no mo say omo person anka bi ombenya nko start akwada no esanse manager no be so okọ 442 yenim say Mbappe ni wapra na 442 no metesen komunya ya anka amusom aba start kama vinga ensom awasa match o madeba kono se enra wantimi anya danta training anwie oya part ene de ne monitor we sanya bia no obetimi aya wie anasesene no ensom abesi akwa eno so aya update aba nyame yarma next month ana Ballon d'Or eno so awards gala eba so aya on the 28th of October ana Ballon d'Or ceremony ni nyina no eno so abakoso obi yanim se nei MC Vinicius ana daswa wano so agene diamense kan so wura ye fa no se Fernando Morientes ano aye former player and some ama Real Madrid o say on the Nigeria chance Ballon d'Or no wo mo de be ma akoda na fa no se Vinicius ene umpo kwashepo na kwambia so akoda no ana wo tiri e ba se boy no so abeje na de o kan nyina no say say omode ma Dani Cavaya and answer be omode man should Bellingham omoso deserve say one farmer Cavaya na de ma Juda wo nyina deserve na mom wotiri e ba sa akora na fa no Vinicius ono and also award no enso akwade mana eno aye update e ba ho nsem nyina no ye de ema ye je for enano play enso awo show so afei ma men fan to anim say yenko aye Italy na ye fa latest wo ho enso amradia and matches ababa so Inter Milan wo mo kware to Idrisi Culture I was stadio fully and a referee na you found one Lucas Saki I kwakodi Idrisi gamer wo so na fear any Inter Milan airport I one every and a sagam airport so bobo kwara no say Genoa wo mo fear against Juve Makacho say wo ma serve a stadium ban today yama supporters Emma and aye story and churchemu and some other chirawo na wo ko stadio Luigi Ferrarisa owura fa no Andrea Colombo ono and oye center referee gamer January Juve for no and some abona for Bologna and so abo Atalanta and you said the first chance and ebesi akonomom diamense kan say akodana ye fa no say Pogba wonum say Pogba enya na sotwe ebesi ne Juve ada sotwe ne ka na mom yese na nkomo odire bi say anka bi aboy no case awanya no nyina no wo bedim kunim na nka bi o resume no oba be bon body ama Juve na mom tena se no yeso mo susu say bi akoda no nyenne ana bi a case on be wi enti do mo ye no say wamum abeso mo terminate ayo Pogba a contract our Branham no kasa we anya first time a story ever afeye so ma twenya che hwinsi and the Juve for abeso mo terminate say be a wamum so na betimi a service car na Danzo Dumfries ayo bia makacho sa we be sign new contract ama Inter Milan as of now report to me no and some other Dumfries o ma wie ye said the aka official announcement to assign it until 2028 we be 4 million euros a season I know and some ska omakwadana your friend Danzo Dumfries no and some abaje ade agun bottom arches and nyina no and some update to eba honsem ye de ema ye je for ene anopai and some our show no say rom our Premier League ni ma men fan to am say nan your matches outdoor and also a weekend one about to me I make or break at Yama Bobokua. You find a Man United our manager no pressure at that's I want to super and it's a we are man you fun now Okondo Serbia manager best now manager and trust and Juma said ye or Guswa oh yeah dear and you also bomb by second be as well share a Yabobokua fans at Tottenham now Jamaican said a Newcastle and a Man City and a Bolavintari and a match in a basso referee. I hear Jarrod Gillette on I center referee and so my Ali Kikofa and Abaso Bonomi no Arsenal. Woman some and Leicester City for game no and Abaso Yawa Brentford and West Ham United, Chelsea and a Brighton Elfie and also I game Abaso our referee no as I Peter Banks and a Dynamo make us Arsenal and some and Leicester City game no I referee Samuel Barrott no and a center referee so Adamasa gamer and also Abbas Ebium, Aya Wolves, Amobetana Fie, our Stadium Molyneux, Amobody at Liverpool, Aya Fort Terry, and Anumre, and a Samach and Abbas Referee Anthony Taylor, and Abako Samach and Minyamaya Motina, and a game also Basso Manchester United, and some other fee against Tottenham. Woman some ball Aya 3:30 area. Now we a game a Chris Kafana, and a bedi Aya game and Yamaya Tumotrano, and on some other coso. Now report to me and say, and some other banning an HSA. Who ram and some our coach now. Your family can call Liverpool match anymore. Liverpool game on. Makacho so mo kwawe Jeminya no sa no pay yababe Raw Studios ana me peke sa our Liverpool hotel wo mo goalkeeper fan sa Alisson Becker ansa me kan eno ase coach ne say wo mo ebe take decision later Jeminya no pay ne say Alisson Becker no yeso my late fitness test e dia ma boy no na goalkeeper na apase enti anwumre omo game eba so no say eba sa bia coach no wonom apase bia goalkeeper na edan kwa dia Alisson Becker ebetumi adam eto good news and say what can team no atra vokoi wa pass in late fitness test akwada no enso ebetumi adam Jogo Jota yes one no so nani adia no pon nam hotel sere koba bibia chese bia Jota betumi start eye anwumre so game Liverpool team no enso akobo na omubusa ana slot so openi se dia wolves dia enya crow se we dia mo kwate ne te ana wose mo bia nkasa na Tia Abia Bekasa Wolves, Amadoma from the say. When we start this season, you know, when we Tianya ye, Gentile Mania lucky, and so to say, or the Hadia, Obo Arsenal, Obo Newcastle, Obo Chelsea. Oba Aston Villa to aswa anyabia kan kwawan kwani beche sebia freshers no sana city etinye sebia Wolves o masenemom freshers ye no ana shedan favorable kuwa ye fan say Wolves etinye match abeya match keto akra yintie ana slot
deserved more than they got a few times. I don't think it represents the way they played, and they had a very tough fixture list in the first 5 games. I think they played Arsenal away, Newcastle away, Villa away, Chelsea at home. So yeah, that's a more difficult schedule than we had, for example. So you always have to take this into account. And of course, I had to watch a few games of them because we play them tomorrow, and I can see that even the games were very tight and they deserved more than they got a few times. So I think they will be fine during the season. Hopefully not tomorrow, but they will be fine in the end of the season. I don't think it's...
Yes, not just a coach, no, but I just I had Bobo Kua. Your friend said Wolves, on by okay, season women, one bomb pass, and then you may archer so many teamer. They didn't add the Liverpool, so Anna, but Yaman said, Canino, and some others are fair at Jaminian say, Liverpool Penfana ready so many captain. Your friend of Virgil van Dijk, and so about Dinkomo, Nanin and contract, so obey renew, and also about a contract, you know, and to good news, and say Van Dijk after Liverpool Kono, woman ready some no more than Ebekas. I said about a boy in Ebe Stadium Po, Wabasan sign new contract, Tama Bobokua, your fan say Liverpool, Yamin say, yes, Van Dijk Nankasa requested renewal until 2027, 1 year beer, any 2 years assembly, Massa, your 2024, only a bedin come on, Wabaso was saying, I was some assembly and Amubium, and yes, a boy in Ankasa, what requested contract renewal until 2027. Acheseno aye demands a brantena your fan Van Dijk and some demand dia honsamno ye de ema ye for enano pay and some our show no say ye coach fan say O'Neal we and some ref fan say Gary O'Neal shot so wa uru say yamantu dwase na this were the youngsters abo e dey ntina Gary O'Neal also the youngsters aba was the players no mpedofo nyina omunya virus bi na virus no outbreak no ban bra ache omunyina terms and Liverpool win over 6.5 because coach and say nenkodano virus ache aye first team best nyina enra wo final training session e basoa I was saying come training e be born na wo game against Liverpool e wo fie no was mpedofo no pi na wo man to me entry ntina dia nkodane bi and I was what to ball against Liverpool way aye Gary O'Neal.
Dr. Kai's been busy this week trying to help the lads feel a little bit better, and quite a few missed training today. So yeah, we'll see how we are tomorrow. I'm still really, it's a fantastic home game against Liverpool, and we've got a few little issues going on at the moment, and but looking forward to getting back out there in front of the home fans and making it as difficult.
Yes, and I am some coach fans Gary O'Neill and our test ya denen some MI for an anope and some our show no siamra I Chelsea Emani Janasuya or red fans Enzo Maraska ono and I was say or the two boys let him say we a player maybe a Chelsea kobo omunemi match day squad say 18-man squad say 20-man squad no one you ura menu I say we count to Tenafie. I was so show at Tarnaba Stadium. And to Basha, young Sanyo Mani be Romeo Lavianum, I Ebioma Promunya Bimo Ebia Santos Sonoma, Womunya Bonimo or say, Wakacho Boys and Saudi, our match day squad anymore. Saudi Kao Bon Unya Bimo Krana. I was so dressy, Abatana Stadium. Now support to team Sansa. I was some creative atmosphere. I yet come away no was here for the culture and the culture and 70. I was saying Udin Kao Krana was some more say about type boys nachi ewa bromo so ball game ewo fie enti I was saying eto so na German say can say manager no wo ball Moises Caicedo abaso na Moises Caicedo abana baso no was so did abaso off the ball and then Caicedo too much as a manager no one can say ball akwada na abaso na asamba akone say Arsenal omo legend I fan say Martin Keown and then omo di Chelsea atam ni nyina no wo be yes sana no onum say owura ba ko bi class wo did pass ebeduru baby who can strike some of them go share any bobo asasi so Nicholas Jackson ebeka ho na say hey na dia baby amu peja Jackson dia koni na jeje so owura fan say Martin Keown ono no say right a brasso say be among fat Chelsea serious I was some money akwa Chelsea ho pa as a club so almost na Chelsea no and ya tia brother ken kwa na chomelu so mas money bate na Chelsea am huam na Chelsea am fo akwa GNA na say the manager na siam ankwada ni si popo no wotiri e ba say wey aye muda ya de bomb aye top 4 na odiri e ba say man fat Chelsea serious mo bo say top 4 no wo mo qualify na manager no na e bisa so obi say we be asem winning matches Enzo Maraska anya bia na win anya na tese no so aye very important so ball gamer we be dim kunim na mom we tiri e ba say the most important thing na say simple kwa match na say wo bo na say bia kunim di ama anyoma wa kire nkwada na waso mo ya wo say wo hu say bia adadi our pitch na so na mom molak anama it win the obia pe na mom say ko ba say want me anya win no crown fa so hu ni aba bi enso our game no no my coach and fans Enzo Maraska and some other man central for
games because give us energy, confidence, trust. But sometimes even when you don't win, you play some good games. So you have to be focused on that. That is important. And sometimes happen in the other side that sometimes you win games, but probably you don't deserve, and you think that everything is fine. That is not fine. But the main thing, as I said in this moment, for sure, the results are important, but is to see how we progress, how we are able to change players, but the identity and the idea is still there. This has to be, in this moment, the main target. And then for sure,
yes, and I can't free manager and sweat our brown something no yet Emma yet for an pay and some our show us unum enra manager Fanasa Pep and Alpha Mikel Atetanra woman no so come dear about na baby him ye plan say yes Pep Guardiola GDA passende wo katim back omo ho time e England Man City as a man for Man City to the extent say City kobobo bi akra na nka omenya na nka bia Man City eluzi was what did you about a team Bakua will be a meaning or be able to lose no match will be on some others who are shan a Man City for Omoyawe woman to know Mamon Cancer or Omonaga Somoyawe Omonim now Abrafno Casarabate I like it now said the Omoyan Crano I like it. Auntie, many Janas Omo Yawe, Omonim Samo Hetu Omo, Amubanyan Kamasi to Luzusa, Yentia manager Fanasa Pep Guardiola and Sama on some Adituga.
The last press conference, so we don't expect everything will be smooth and comfortable and easy for everyone. There is no team that won't more beaten than us here in England. So we felt it, we smell it that again City. they don't like them, at all. So we respect that, okay. So without the problem, okay, but let's go. Let's try it.
Okay. Yes, I know I city omo manager no confirm we say omo game omo born na no pe early kick off na quarter na your friend Ellen Haaland available ntimu omo besa modern Haaland mo agene nyina na enro manager na confirm say akwara na ebe ball ene game no eba so ahonsem no ye de emiete for okay say Mikel Arteta ekoka asem bi after so omo ball city ewie aye last weekend ana Mikel ade kotu dwa say omo busa no say yes city players no na bi mu chimakoya mo pano so ono ya juma Man City 4 years enti ade bi akoso o City bia onim oya we enti aso oya na tesaka sakoa as obu be ono wantimi anka asem ni people anase bi wantimi anka asem ni pain eno no mu kobusa papa say yes Mikel Arteta say ai ono no oya juma 4 years enti onim se na musu Man City nyina mo so ya na bia mu din kan bi sie dark art and sa tactics na sa no so say almost say na Mikel kan was oya sure say sa no kan say kan say no sika na papa esentro no chiramu no so and the mon kan che Mikel next time ya o kasa on kan ye on chiramu ye because the way the ampa Mikel be ya adwuma ha e bia oya we say the 115 charges aboye onim say the see entro no mom e bia Mikel enima ade bia ono manager no onim dia ya mumu sa asem ye no so enchiramu ye yentie Pep and journalist no
kind of fouls and time wasting and everything that Arsenal did against your team. So what do you think about that? Because he's your friend, he was your assistant. Seems a little bit of a betrayal of, trust or information.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
What did he say specifically?
I was there for 4 years.
Yeah, you're right. And?
Well, it was to a question about his tactics and the time wasting, the sort of fouls. The implication was, he didn't actually say these words, but the implication was, yeah, I've been there for 4 years, and I know what goes on there. The same.
Well, next time Miguel has to be more clear.
May I ask you then, you're not aware of him saying that at all?
No, next time has to be more clear exactly what does it mean. What he said, he was here for years, and we know exactly what happened here. So because it can be related in all the process now with 155 charges. Maybe it's about that. The information about that maybe, or maybe have something like, I don't know. Because really next time I have to see more clear.
Well, this is kind of
yes, and no, I some manager fan is a Pep Edman Central for them. Mikel Arteta, one of Central for more England. Busawa no makana o matie do be kana ma kwa busa Pep ana Mikel so say ono relationship down no any manager fan say Pep Guardiola entem no enye game ba ko pe ene betimi asai omo relationship be san so mo me no ayonko fa no go beyond football wey Mikel Arteta.
First of all, because I love him, I respect him, and I admire him, and I admire his team and everything that he does. And this is a sport. One thing is our profession, this is our personal relationship. If my relation has to be damaged because we play against each other and one draw and the other one wins, or the amount of time that we have lost, then I wouldn't talk to him no more. So that's not a relationship, especially a relationship that I consider that both of us has.
Yes, Mezana Bibia fine.
Yamia do my experience for cinema Bibia Boko. Yes, Bibia Boko. You see, the issues now popping up between Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola no. But who say there are a lot of arguments that have been raised. Say rivalry there, Sanda will say could do rivalry there, will say tensed rivalry there, will say mutimi in the first place. Let me say this emphatically, clear say. Rivalry and any rivalry. Drew deep Sompa Sports. Is it when the top rivalries are by England no? In recent times, some of these are not even considered to be even rivalries.
Yeah.
What am I say? Intina me. Debia metna se kase. Mo amoten chen amoka se Jurgen Klopp ne Pep Guardiola na rival bi wo mo ntem na mo pre-league ne me ana mentem wase no. I will never agree with you today, neither agree with you tomorrow due to these two things. One, the level and the quality of a rivalry is based on the competitive nature between these two teams, which the paramount level the compare mu trophies. What must I say? That is the paramount level. Number two, And yes, all the trophy one time no free system nim. So the paramount being trophies here, the compare mono, it is about the consistency in which both of you edit the trophies intermittently. Push yourselves. It is, for example, the reason why I can say Manchester United and Arsenal, I was between early 2000. Ever see Tamajo say Mourinho be PM no? One of the fiercest rivals I am in the English Premier League, you know. Because of the paramount trophies are not moje anyhow competitive and consistent they were in that years. Fancy, it was no jokers at that time.
Yeah.
And even with those teams in the crowd, they also had individual players who were the peak of discussion when it comes to the rivalry between these two clubs. Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira. And among mediocre players. Let me me come mediocre. I say I'm demeaning the current crop of players. So my man says these players were at the top or at the peak of their careers. They were not only restricted to be the best in the league, but they were the best in the world in their position as at that time. Because Yakasa Roy Keane as at that time in the world and the best in the position now for Bonidin. Patrick Vieira to the same thing. Mike, if you were. I was Mike, yeah.
Infino.
Post goes to the way. Wow.
We're party.
This is Gabby. What to do? What about say? So you watch Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane in the tunnel. Then today you come and watch Manchester United and Arsenal rivalry, and there's Declan Rice and Gabby. Bruno Fernandes. What was that? Gabby. Intinama. Those times rivalries, you know, na emuya she. Then there is Chelsea and Manchester United between 2004.
Yeah.
Shadia Jose Mourinho be breaky what was Manchester United's own money Arsenal. It was a duopoly. Now Manchester United and Arsenal in the early 2000s. Because Manchester United and Liga Arsenal fell Mukra unbeaten in 2003-2004. So Jose Mourinho coming into contest, you know, one be breaking alone, you will be with me, but not by once no. But Jose Mourinho yet was two. And consistently, Chelsea was also playing the Champions League semi-final. 1 year semi-final, Chelsea Bobobi in the Champions League. So on the local terrain, Chelsea was dominant. On the foreign terrain too, they were representing the English Premier League so well. So they were rocking soldiers with Manchester United, Liverpool, near Arsenal. So that is why rivalry. So another one should be PM. Me City, Liverpool rivalry, and your rivalry who be in the last 6 seasons. What Liverpool had the league back up. City are dominated. What the four cross out was. Oh, that is not a serious rivalry. An extraordinary rivalry.
And a rivalry about a bearful.
But sometimes I'm body, you know. Man United by 2000 or by 2000, Arsenal bem 2002, 2003, Arsenal bem 2003, 2004. Or be dominate to FA Cup and to come see. Okay, 2004, 2005 FA Cup. Now Chelsea will come in. Manchester United and Timmy and League between 2004 to 2006. On Virginia 2006, 2007. So that early 2000s, that's 7 years, 8 years, you know, that was one of the top rivalry situations I've been in the English Premier League. Because competitively, the teams were there. Trophies, they were there. And they had quality players. Our mama rivalry is higher there. Okay, I should look on the Cristiano Ronaldo rivalry, no.
Serious one.
Yes. And then, one of them Cristiano Ronaldo near Shilko rivalry with the Premier League at this level. Arsenal are competitive. I appreciate every single work Arteta has done with this team. In fact, my susu das Arteta bit my yajuma we do this level da. But the level of talks in the rise the corner. Yam pedani pateti anai enfa nkoto ni patenti nko. There be rivalry be anywhere. Na for sem na akura sa no. Ma hwe ne yekura Guardiola sa de ho abufu ba ko ba ko hye ne 3 na 4. Oh yes. I heard the ho abufu. And what asem no ka say we are at war. So we'll go to the war. There are some coaches you don't provoke them at this stage. If you provoke obetina obesho
and then no for Pep ebesan ka say we are where say City a club I say amount for person I say lose matches here show. What the Rodri? I record the no be motivating the players the crab on my.
I think Arsenal should focus on themselves, work on themselves, not necessarily be concentrated about what City is doing and find a way to win the league. Jose Mourinho broke this particular duopoly because Jose Mourinho did not focus on Manchester United. Jose Mourinho focused on what Ferguson in the past years. Jose Mourinho focused on himself. That is why the first interview, or say I am the hot, the special one, and obey man or the koi, he ends there. So this puts me into context of discussion when it comes to this weekend. The game's a bit in key component. When it starts from the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan will be traveling to play Udine. Last week, I thought say Udine Bema game na difficult. I'm AS Roma, but Roma under Juric. I'm not surprised that Juric on home than we need that because he has so much experience when it comes to the Italian Serie A and the quality. Not Odidi Juma. Torino cross a crampo no beja hono madi ide akwakote fie. But they picked up points and it was good. Udine, they are back to default settings. Make I say. You ball up to week 3 or 4. No, not check the table now, not the traditional clubs in him. But currently, as it stands, we are not traditional clubs in the 1-2 room in AC Milan and Napoli. There's still Torino, there's still Udinese. Now, Inter Milan will need to get a good resource against Udinese to come into context when it comes to the discussion of the Italian Serie A. You started season, you know. Almost league easily. But consistently, results improve say they are going to be blips. Due to one way or the other, some players in Yampeke form said you city within their setup. And defensively, it looks like now, no, considered and they will need to back up and make sure some many results at the team say Udinese. In the last few encounters away against Udinese, they've actually won 2 out of the last 3. I know they have quality, they have the experience to bounce back and make sure some will be team. I think the Paulo Fonseca de Debbie de la Madonnina SCV ne job at AC Milan. Or this CV, you know, you see, this is why we always tell you, so football is about momentum and mentality. Listen to it very well. Football is all about momentum and mentality. One win, bet me the whole contest of the season in terms of mentality of your players.
Okay.
For example, Ten Hag by Manchester for the first 2 games, the 3rd game was against Liverpool. That time, Liverpool form no woman, no Edin said, Obikrabe Susu Betman. That win. And Manchester United, 10 games, no difficult for Manchester United to lose. Omo we need be no madrobis. And the mentality changed. With AC Milan against Inter Milan, I'm telling you, Inter Milan is the standard of those clubs on the Italian Serie A. Because Omo are defending champions. And almost as don't tell players when it comes to player quality for quality, they have quality. When it comes to trophies, someone did the Italian Serie A. So the moment you beat them, psychologically, it makes you because now in terms of show matter also be 3-0. But she come fast show no pick it up, never and win almost it means they are growing in confidence, and most of their players are beginning to understand what it means to wear the jersey and play for the team. Good results for AC Milan. I would dare room into that half. But me, Inter Milan, Ebenya go they tell you Denise to play it safe. Or Inter Milan double chance. And under 3.5.
Because season Inter for no yes.
I know more winning games so much goes be. I are 2-1, 2-0, 1-0. What am I say? It's Inter Milan double chance and under 3.5. Anytime goal scorer, come for Marcus Thuram. It's Anthony and Mudryk. The mic there. It's fancy. From that angle, Juventus will travel to Genoa. Now, fancy Juventus in terms of the European competitions form no hope. But with the league, you know, I'm also fit and they are yet to concede a goal. I'm saying this: the greatest strength of Juventus team this season, their defense. Bremer and Pierre Kalulu. Pierre Kalulu yana another way similar yana. And when the money or dine a dinner, you feel say Pierre Kalulu are picking up, and I don't know if he's partnering Bremen and Amano. I have so much good, and there's Danilo too. So in a 3-back system, you look at the 3 of them and how consistent they've been. Now they play against Genoa or no on Chassis. Out of the 5 games, no kuta 5 points. Washa 4 goals, I conceded 7. This is a game I believe Juventus will have a chance, double chance for Juventus safe. But Opeso kono sure bet Serbia or Vema kono Juventus win. Anytime goal scorer for a Juventus, ubetimi ako the ama Dusan Vlahovic and also Beko the ama Yildiz in this particular game. If you want them quicker, then Napoli will play against Monza, which is on Sunday. I believe Napoli are picking up the form. They will do well against Monza. They will win. Anytime goal scorer for Romelu Lukaku, Bolengole, and also Betimako for Scott McTominay in this particular game against Monza. Then AS Roma against Venezia. AS Roma to win this game. Anytime goal scorer for Paulo Dybala or Atom Dovbek in that particular game. And I'll be for double chance AS Roma in over 1.5 to play it safe. Because Roma said here, but ultimately trusted because consistently they need to perform. A new coach syndrome, anything can happen. That's how drop it. It to play safe. Ubetima on a double chance and over 1.5 for AS Roma. Anytime goal scorer at Dovbek. Barcelona will be traveling to go and play Osasuna. Hard. But trust you me, Barcelona has always found a way to win games this season. That is the difference between this season and last season. Yeah. Last season, you were not so much optimistic about this Barcelona team. Say, wait here, Marco say.
This season is also more grinding.
And this season, they are due to the coach who has adapted. You see, Monday on, maybe with how being dynamic in terms of your identity and philosophy. And as you see, we are air dominant. And Barcelona, for example. Do you know they've moved away from who they are? Mexican club. You see about tiki-taka, apostle. But Barcelona no crown no robot tiki-taka, no cross when we said there be. There is a need for adaptation. There is a need for dynamism when it comes to approach and tactics. Coach Omakofa. When was the last time I who said Barcelona ain't so much enthused about bringing in a German coach? Now, systems are changing. Football is changing. A lot of things are changing. I'm not saying philosophy and identity is bad. There be. But I think the problem has always been to sticking to one particular thing at all times. Guardiola, one says, some not dream maybe with the Premier League in Mark, when Timmy League in Antoine. A dream maybe no. I'm born a counter, son, or see Debbie. There's always the team, there are some moments come from Mutimi City back. No, Mamma, na Ellen Haaland, highlight. Counter na De Bruyne above back na two mienu pan. Not the ball na to net. So embrace san. No was san will be. So I think Barcelona is on the right track. And against Osasuna, Barcelona ewa modern so betimi yedin kunim. Last year omoko show mo in 2023-2024 season omoko show by 2-1. Then in 2022 omoko show by 2-1. Trust you me, this Barcelona team is even stronger. And they will find a way to win against Osasuna. Real Madrid, I mean say na nibraba pressure swabim. It is not about the results alone, but it's about what they can give. Now, without Kylian Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe na better na Mabaka Real Madrid. Without Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid were Champions League winners. Without Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid were league winners. I know say they need him, and I know say they need results. But against Atletico de Madrid, fancy what's the Tia Shepan in the Madrid derby for some time now? I am one-sided. And Atletico Madrid in Nankasano Kwanos almost said Timmy Real Madrid chen Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona share Atletico Madrid. Otimisha ne fala 4-0, 3-0. No ashano. But Real Madrid share Atletico Madrid. Oh, struggle part because in the last few seasons, here had you 2023, Atletico Madrid share Real Madrid 3-1. Almost like Atletico Madrid home BM. In that same year, even in the Copa del Rey, almost by 4-2. Real Madrid tonight fierce and Atletico Madrid 1-1. In the last 5 games, are between the two sides. Real Madrid and Rene Bakokra.
Say no man Simeone Cano and Rich is the rival near Madrid na Barcelona.
Fancy and Ochaki Atletico Madrid this is that win on Mukunyani doing the midweek was a huge win. Very huge. That one day no Mukunyani last it was a very huge win. And psychologically, it has really prepared them for this game against Real Madrid. And Medika Bekan is to spending 200 million euros. And Bekan is compete for the league. Because I told Julian Alvarez 95, Chelsea, Conor Gallagher 50, Wakofa Solot, Wakofa players way, Lenormand, Wakofa Munina. You can't tell us say you are not ready for the league tide because before you even brought in those players, you have started league season. There's no way I'll come on bet me Atletico Madrid the film. Nipa what me breaking the duopoly between Real Madrid and Barcelona over the course of the years at Atletico Madrid. Obianti mi mai. This is really going to be a big game for Real Madrid. And I know, say, this is one game Carlo Ancelotti cannot afford to lose in their contest. Some person will fight Barcelona for the league title.
Yeah.
And Atletico Madrid also wants to put the pressure on Barcelona. They believe say Omo and the standard they need to catch up. If they should also win, psychologically they will know say they are ready for the league and they must push for it. This is a game Real Madrid will struggle to win. Per what I've seen, a bad team.
So on to me, Shakra. Real Madrid be winning.
What? Where Madrid be go?
Okay.
But winning the game, no, it's very difficult. Meko for Atletico Madrid, this game open so safe for the corners. That is for safe for no. But of them, Atletico Madrid double chance and over 1.5. A bit might end 1-1, 2-1. In the shape of a Atletico Madrid. Anytime goes to Antoine Griezmann, anytime goes to Angel Correa. For this particular game against Real Madrid, say Omuhe, no Omukoye sa game. Fancy. Now to the Premier League. Shadie, you decided league in this. It's your mom say last week, City ni Arsenal boy, league ni hunu di obedient derby. League ni mono September, October. League ni bono February, April, May, league. It is a good result for us now, which in the future maybe it could count. But for now, it is not the decider for who wins the league. What am I say? They play Leicester at home, Arsenal to win quickly. Anytime goes scorer Bukayo Saka. Now, Leicester City and Casano, Steve Cooper no moko fa ne bae. I say, Omar Henry or Nottingham Forest no moko fa ne de bae. Onyadie.
Arsenal Jumana Maresca ya odo mo qualify by the Cooper. And also to us.
Derby.
Some pass.
And also the ama Jumana cross I questionable here. Key players are no more Maresca. Timon is on more level performance levels not dropping. Performance levels not dropping. Arsenal to win and over 1.5. Anytime goes to Bukayo Saka. Chelsea be boy Brighton and Hove Albion. I think say Hustler the biggest test back Obenya Premier League in years how much we. So I highlight now Obon. Why when you Chelsea beat Mashon better than 4. Do you know why I'm saying that? Chelsea now has become a certain level of chameleon team. Be say when they decide to possess, they will possess. When they decide to hit you on counter attack, they have good players who are decisive when it comes to when Omu Remu to the transitional phases. Somebody create chance as counter attack. So Obon oni Madueke, Obo Kopama, Nicholas Jackson, or whoever starts on the left in Jadon Sancho. Say highline in Obeboa. These players are very good when it comes to transitional phases. Chelsea could decide to sit back, hit them on counter breaks and use the highlight against them. By both teams to score. Brighton and Chelsea. They both team to score. And also could say so goes BP, maybe over 2.5 in this particular game. Chelsea to win in the half.
More now because pressure will Ten Hag so quick
next 3 games in the
Michael.
Fancy against Tottenham Hotspur. Ade abebo Manchester United say a difficult in the last few years for Tottenham Hotspur so Manchester United will fear. The last time who be the 6-0 na Jose Mourinho team no e concede Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester, it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer na Jose Mourinho did Tottenham be share 6 no. Odi no to nche it has been very difficult. And even when Luis Van Gaal teams ain't good at all no krana when they meet Tottenham Hotspur at home they do. But one thing I can assure you here say foul crank to say Manchester United be win this game. No. Manchester United is not going to lose. So play it safe. Play it safe.
Okay.
Double chance and over 1.5. Okay. Corners in that particular game.
Whoa. Mate me da se monzo bi de basse yen hwe Bayern and Leverkusen match ne man Mike be ho adwuma ma akomian with explanation every day but have no evidence to go explain tire quote Ten Hag a message and so I don't know was say Klopp and Guardiola's rivalry was about the two individuals, not the teams. Their rivalry started in Germany and not in England. It was about who beat who when they meet. And the MSL club on Sudan and now can watch yes.
Say Liverpool.
Yeah, on personality. But that's a
I say, boss, please could you ask Akomia if Madrid Barca from 2009 to 2015 too could be considered a rivalry?
Between 2009 to
2015. Nani. Edini and Nani. Me saving a contact.
On say Mike, there are 3 types of ways how to classify rivalry. One, geographical rivalry. For example, AC Milan and Inter Milan. Competitive rivalry. Juventus and Inter Milan. Derby d'Italia. Then what about Manchester United, Liverpool? What did they mention as then you come down to maybe coaches. Coaches rivalry between the two of them.
So between between Real Madrid and Barcelona between 2009, no matter what,
rivalry.
Those two know a rivalry, a competitive, political. It is a protocol. A this other crying classified as rivalry. Act rivals. Well, Mike.
Mazi, me da say, oko munchina, ona obo Bayern Munich ya wakasa bia yeka se mia san mia. Na se we are who we are. Na se ye de ye ho, ye nim baby free ba ni enim de betumi de aye. I think there is no better motivation to inspire Bayern into end the game on Bebo against Bayer Leverkusen than on kasa omomoto no. Mia san mia. The end see last season Leverkusen drew 4 points from Bayern Munich. Leverkusen won the Bundesliga title with a 17-point advantage over Bayern. Huge. Bayern finished 3rd our Bundesliga table name. Bayern team back one wedding nya one man ntimi anje Bundesliga title in 2 consecutive seasons was Borussia Dortmund. Free honor. They won the Bundesliga 11 straight times. Your best size was Bayer Leverkusen. So Bayern entered this game and they were with revenge at the top of their minds. And so more pe bibi ebe kenyo mo a eda mia san mia moto no mo bebo no mo di omo hun komo dressing room said they would need this to stamp the authority back on the league. And they are playing this game at home. Fancy game ni interesting on all spheres. Now this is how I explain it. 2 teams no be out of form. Momentum is on their side. Forget about the fact that Leverkusen lose unbeaten run. No, they lost at home to Leipzig. But if you want to believe, say, that loss was just a blip, but not signs of things to come. Check how they have performed in the aftermath. A free honor, or maybe we need by scoring 4 goals. Last weekend they won by 4-3. Then the away midweek Champions League, or we need 4-0 against Feyenoord away. Bayern so have had a great start under Vincent Kompany. Matches our bunny in our perfect start, whether on the domestic front or in Europe. And in fact, Ope teams or match goals do for a Bayern coach in their history in the first 6 matches. Vincent Kompany in the top, beating the likes of Carlo Ancelotti, Udo Lattek, Julian Nagelsmann. On watch 29 goals. Nagelsmann get it closer with 28 goals scored. So clearly, it cements something that Bayern have had a great start. But the 2 teams are facing their toughest test yet this season. Leverkusen share opponent Bia. Now who ordinate say Bayern. So as na Bayern share opponent Bia. Now who ordinate say Leverkusen. So a balanced game, and it could be anybody's game. But how will it be defined? Let me start with the 2 German wonder kids. Omoye fans at the national team, but they will be foes at club level and then Numbre. Florian Wirtz and Jamal Musiala. The 2 players, Omopoma Germany, Omu team up, normal record, double damage to any opponent. But so Omu Rogers in Germany, Diana, where Kofa Leverkusen in the share. Now Musiala and so far by in the share, they will face off against each other. Wirtz, of course, the creative player in the Bundesliga. So it's not surprising, say, you read last season, man, the Bundesliga player of the season, even at a tender age, where above Rekuma, but he's doing marvelous things on the field of play. He's created the most chances in the Bundesliga so far. 16. The Obene Kakao Bayern team, no, it is not even Musiala. It is Michael Olise. Yes. So Florian Wirtz, a creative and then an effective playmaker for the Leverkusen setup. As a Bayern and Babeshiana, they will definitely have an eye on this boy and they will want to deal with him. Musiala, on the other hand, when you help in terms of the creativity, now Olise Aba. So we have seen Musiala at his lethal best. So far, 3 goals in the Bundesliga, and then in the Champions League. So he has been able to score goals and create assists as well. So the Emma Ebabeto Jani say we are having these two kids who will face off against each other, but they will ooze quality. Ebema game no IFA. But Enya Mofra Mienu, there's another kid, a Michael Olise. Me didn't count. Why Olise is special? And say he's just a young boy. You're fan from England, from Crystal Palace. You're not to a different football culture, yes. And then a big team with demands. Over Crystal Palace, you can be afforded to play better every other week until Ubjatum 2 is 2 weeks. But at Bayern, you are pressured to play better every week. But he's handled the pressure very well. And check here, the goal contributions, assist, last week, Bayern won by scoring 5. When he was involved in 2 goals, so Shemienu created 2 goals. Then overall, Champions League was share. So he's somebody who has added to the creativity aspect of the Bayern team and improved the overall scoring ratio. And so checking it as a company, the first 6 games were 29 goals. It is because Musiala Eboa, it is because Michael Olise Eboa, it is because Serge Gnabry Eboa, but the key person at the heart of the Bayern goal scoring machinery is Harry Kane. And Medin Kakacha will say, Harry Kane will be the difference maker in settling the Obeje Bundesliga shield and at the Onje Bundesliga shield. So far this season, Harry Kane has 10 goals. 5 here from penalties. But the penalties in F4. In 2002, Kodoko would have won over WAC. So clearly, penalty bono and that form. The penalty ne bono F4. In 2008, Chelsea would have won the UEFA Champions League for the first time. Ewo Luziniki. So yes. Penalty, a art. Anybody who has an excellent record from penalty taking range is also considered a quality player. In Harry Kane goals, 10 goals, but not just that. His ability to create is also not going unnoticed. 14 goal involvement in 463 minutes. It is impressive for Harry Kane. I finally hope he say obe break his trophy case na. Say Harry Kane on the trophies no. Obe make sure so omo me a break his idea no. Now wait me ade. So a game one you can sell it on all front. Players no mobile. And even the managers so more dag out in him. October 2022 Anna Xabi Alonso eba by Leverkusen. Yebera October 2024. Fancy indeed 2 years Christ made them champions of Germany. A serious exactly achievement. The point. So a meteoric rise. I said, pam, your bought Panan who didn't know the cost because time or by they were battling relegation. He transformed them, qualified them for Europe. Then the season after went unbeaten to win the title. They are also me sure say no be na Bayern for nyasa diasona omode Vincent company so the naba. Alonso was young, inexperienced, had a similar story to a Vincent Company or the Real Sociedad B, a secure promotion at the mobile. Then he went on relegation with Real Sociedad B. Vincent Company, similar storyline. Burnley or the free promotion by Premier League. Then occur relegation in the Premier League with Burnley. And Waba Bayern at the age of 38, younger than Alonso with a point to prove. Perfect start so far, but on share team be an no. It is a team on any beshia and there. So what happens? 2 captains, 2 key players for their former sides. Now coaches for their sides battling against each other. The game will be decided on 3 components and 3 aspects. The first one, strategic defending. Bayern team way no. Enyanye the perfect machinery way into a more build up. They will likely not have an excellent build-up play. So you need to defend strategically against a Bayern team that will not have a smooth build-up because any practice nafa. Now, Bayer Leverkusen will also have to control and play. In the event that Leverkusen lose possession, how do they set up to avert a Bayern attack? We didn't catch us a Bayern attack, no. A balanced on all front because almost every creative player is helping. Sesharak Emma the Bayern attacking third now. You can see that a evenly distributed left side, central side, and the right side. And brought 30 something into here. Wow. 33.2% on the left. Exactly. 34.7 on the right. In FIFA, you're 32.1. So Bayern, you're dangerous on every scale. And that's every side. central wings, right or left. And if Leverkusen are losing possessions, they will need to strategically defend. They've done this before. But that was a Bayern team that was very right side dominant in terms of attacking transitions. See, Bayern to me attack for baby. So how do you set up and strategically defend against them? It will be crucial to Leverkusen chances. Then another one, your control. Why in the big gaining control of this game? Very crucial. I think if Company does not get his midfield combination correct, it could be his undoing. Game way more. For Leverkusen, the template is there. Unless Garcia any new player or be Roman Finfine, but there's still Robert Andrek and then also Granit Xhaka. The two midfielders now. Bondi team need together between defense and attack. Tomuj and Finfine. Andrek no will destroy. Xhaka will build. Until midfield pair no. Bayern no, they don't necessarily have for an opponent like Leverkusen. Edentina makers are so Obo Pavlovic, Obo Kimmich, Obo Pavlovic, Obo Guerrero. The Obo Bon won Finfi Hobiano. You need a destroyer, and that's why I think games like this are made for players like João Palhinha. He's a tough tackler, he's a destroyer. Bayern he has such a profile or team name. So Lisubo there will be a Palhinha to throw in the tackles to win the ball.
Yes.
So Okokra no ntime win the ball now. Obit my strategic or tactical fouls. Not a slow down the opponent. Now my Bayern. And so it's my reorganization. Then the last one will be forcing mistakes. Any other pressing game. Two teams need no be impressive and no be a pressing eka. But when the other back over the other, and you get the advantage. Force your opponent to concede possession. Bayern pressing and they're the best in the Bundesliga so far. Your PPD, Matrim Dada, but for the benefit of maybe more multi first time, PPD and here, opponent passes per defensive action. There's a woo team no, so we lose ball the my opponent. Wabo passes do crano, do say and sana waje. Bayern there 9, which is the lowest in the Bundesliga.
There's a Jeffrey Bayern sama bonche.
9 passes crano maje. Wabo do 9 passes. So the lowest your PPDA, the highly effective you are in pressing. So Bayern's ability to win the ball right after losing it, if a more utilizing a year, it will be something a bit Leverkusen team. Ninya. What is my prediction? I think in this game, look out for a high scoring affair. Bayern will score over 2 goals, multiple goals for Bayern. They will score between 2 and 4. Leverkusen will likely get a goal. So the easiest thing to look at will be both teams to score. Then you can look out for over 2.5. That is 3 or more goals. If you want to be bold and go in for something a year more valuable,
Bayern win.
Go for a Bayern win and over 3.5. Yeah, a Bayern because omodi enibre and the Dira game we say was okay enibre until one ke enibre o ka wa send the wu na wu no. So definitely, Bayern will go in for a heavy win. Expect Bayern to win over 3.5. Sami how many Kendra? Sami Dortmund 4-2. Dortmund 4-2 against Bochum. If you see a similar scoreline, don't be surprised.
Wow.
Bayern 4-2, Bayern 3-2 against Leverkusen. Do not be surprised. To the other games, Akomia Mao hint kakrebi. Chelsea ne Brighton and Bono. Other side will be to me winning. Brighton can beat Chelsea. Chelsea can beat Brighton. More both teams to score in AB amonya careful kakra. Bournemouth Chelsea na typical both teams to score, but the game took a different twist or different dynamics. I think either side will win. Two bit my double chance na home or away, not home or draw or away or draw, home or away back home.
Either say Brighton
or Chelsea,
and I say Chelsea win. That is
exactly
home or away.
You can look out for that option. And I don't think it will be a free scoring game. It be under 3.5 it be. So home or away and under 3.5 for the combo. Barcelona or Osasuna, I think a Rafinha game. Why am I saying this? If you are looking for the more direct winger in the Barca team, it is Rafinha. Yama no ye a bit elaborate kakra because Ojia, pesa at times Ojina so yin keche. But the Ojia ball na no de kono a Rafinha no. And it suits a Hansi Flick and the other because our 2 different wingers, Lamine Yamal, who is inverted, can also elaborate on the ball, and then Rafinha, who can run directly with the ball. The Ebra Rafinha this season is he doesn't stop running. He's ever athletic, Barca kitabo no so moon kitabo no because Hansi Flick in the principle. Yama go no share game no share 2 goals from the start. Oko presi we need ball on it too. I think it was last 2 weeks or so. So it is testament of Barca's presence. Okitabo no mupian against Osasuna. When they play at home, Osasuna team no. Omo person omo the ball need agro and then they want to pressure you. So they are taking the game to Barca. So when you do that, you are leaving spaces at the back. And with a direct winger in Rafinha, he can run into spaces. The likes of Kubasi, any intelligent passes or Barca team, no, just one switch, pick him, direct run, it helps him. So a game, I mean, who say it plays into the hands of Rafinha. Into see, and they are both game nevi na Barca share back, Barca share mienu na Rafinha di womua. Do not be surprised. Yeah, that is how I see the game playing out. What's the game? You bet imagine because you better teams no playing styles and how things will likely pan out. And you imagine. So that is how I've imagined in my head. And if it plays out like that, do not be surprised, baby sir. And so AC fancy me say. Se Tottenham ko kwashe man you are. Monday me baha. Metonyo mo show no so sa nam the analysis na masori yako.
What's it say?
Se Tottenham. Eko kwashe man you Old Trafford. Monday no me ba na obi mic ne mamia. Nyum to onko ene se that lumba na mato that lumba sa dia akosi. I'm telling you for a fact.
There is no way Tottenham beat me Akwakoshe United.
It's a big 1%.
Wow.
You see, to go to Old Trafford and win against Ten Hag in a period like this, you need character. This Tottenham team were good players, but not a good team. And they lack the character. A team where at any point in time, they can collapse. And the Postecoglou so bonnie that high line now obono. Piani team ni na the him say hey Akomia was saying something about at times you need to mend your ways. Se sanyo mem kakra frame. Se wo frame a na boa especially in a terrain like England. Pep Guardiola now no or yet the father of modern day high press and high line no. Ono kra ba England wa besua ade asesem kakra. Wo Postecoglou now we a disciple.
We in the last season.
Oh, your disciple. Oh, the other day, once the same. So that is how I think that United have various areas to capitalize on. Weaknesses, Tottenham team name. Sinto bebre wom. One, defending set pieces. Say, Harry Maguire, your Matthias elite. What happens from corner kicks? United was a threat, no. 2, winning the ball easily from Tottenham because they are lapsing concentration. Near attacking. 3, playing a defensive high line near ball pass back with their tomb. Now wingers know whether Ahmad, Yebo, Garnacho or Rashford, they can take advantage. So to me, it is a game I see United standing a brighter chance of winning. United beating Spurs should not be out of the equation.
Well, Nanaya Mickey, okay, Nanaya says, Mickey and Kasa, the United fans need to do a demonstration against him. He always gives them hope, but last, they will lose proper.
Southampton and they will win 2-0. Yeah, exactly. I have absolute hope and trust. No. And you're crazy. Yeah. So I have absolute trust that this United team will not lose to a Tottenham or Old Trafford. I don't see that.
Hope.
Oh yeah, because you see, I have 2 sides. Social media and
they're different for you.
As a professional. That one I don't come supporting a particular club.
Yeah.
Sabe me Chelsea but your social media and 10 times so they are. I am a different animal. And they are different. So the point I'm making is United, especially on the back of a disappointing game against FC Twente at Old Trafford. No, in the next game at Old Trafford, who your opponents now remember and this team can pull up big games in any encounter. Big performances. United against Man City FA Cup final, big performance. The only issue is that they are not consistent with it. United are not consistent with big games. say you call big game we no ma performing, but they can pull it against Liverpool. How many say Liverpool plans of so Omobeji Premier League or Monje Premier when they share Amiya go Omogari? It was Man U. So they know it, and it's Tottenham. And yet, Nyoma Nasa and Cafes, no, say Man U net one Beba. Try guys in DB or defender. There was this particular game at halftime. Not Tottenham leading Man U by 3-0. Or call dressing was in the team talk, no need to catch them. Guys, this is effing Tottenham. And no pen or catch your boys. Man United came to win like 5-3 or 4-3. Yeah. So, Tottenham. So, yes, oh, Mama Moon, Yenu, Man City, this is Tottenham. So, please, relax. And you're the movie.
Whoa.
Why? And no movie.
Governor, so the message about Governor Diopak was saying, I disagree with Nanaya because last week, Mickey predicted United to win early kickoff, and they did. I think Mickey has a soft heart for United, but his prediction about them are accurate.
Me family Nina.
Yeah.
Mayu from Yes. Oh, I'm telling you for a fact.
Was my late father
my late father was a Man U fan. My elder brother Man U fan. My late sister Man U fan. Basically, I'm a Man U for. Me na me no first wolf ye. They ma me drama you ne say omo to jerseys. No mo ko to Michael jersey de ma me. Green jersey be no. Let's me goalkeeper. And I'm a Man U from the start. So that is the only thing. So I am not a Man U fan, but I
give you about this town out them nankuna na chimencho.
Na say yes, I baby baby na him say me a Man U fan.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not a Man. I am a typical Newcastle fan, and I'm a switch about Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
I'm a media because of Valencia. So fancy. Then the Madrid derby. I think this is a game that Simeone wore. Me a floating supporter.
What was it? We are floating supporter.
Oh no! You see,
why is that there things where you know?
No, I am a typical Newcastle fan because of Alanchera. But Chelsea, Lampard be a Chelsea coach. Now I say, oh, I love Frank Lampard. Sadly, I'm a supporter, and I'm a Chelsea. So that's the only thing. Now the Madrid derby, I think Simeone knew how to play Madrid, especially a stadium. When they play at home, Atico, a different character or the borders Madrid team. And don't forget, the last time Real Madrid lost a La Liga game, it was against Atletico Madrid. We knew how to play them. And almost me incite fans to do a certain thing. It eats into the Madrid players. It affects them. So in this game, to me, I am worried Mbappe won't be playing because Atletico fans will know how to get to Vini Jr. And if they needed another player to draw inspiration from and play that game, it should have been Mbappe. In the absence, it limits their options offensively against an opponent like this. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Atletico have more attacking options. One, Alexander Seloff, Antoine Griezmann, Angel Correa, Julian Alvarez, who broke his deadlock in terms of scoring midweek Yamu. Then they have offensive midfielders and then wingers. They can also come in and play several styles. And it's on the team, no. Or to miss the sun here and say me ball wing back a befa. Or Sisane say or ball with natural right backs a befa.
Okay.
So a money team no any predictable, sir. But with the Madrid team, it becomes predictable. And let's be honest with ourselves. This season, Madrid any midfield. And then they are also short in terms of defense. And that is why I think maybe at the Madrid team, no. I fear for them. If there is any game they will be beaten,
whoa, it
has to be this game. And I think Anya Shekrano, Nyoma be home. Now the bet we code.
Well, of course, no, na yen quick na member also.
The first code near E7.
E7
848
848
85
85
and one no E7.
Okay.
E7 848 85.
Okay.
The second code here E7 85E
85E
83. So E7 85E 83. The third one here E7 744 153
153
E7
441
44153. And the last one here, E7 38C A8. E7 38C A8. And these are the four codes that you're there for the weekend. And we pray for the best of luck. Enra, Sparta Prague. You see, you took my power. Only me check that. But me name teams and any baby or more in a Juma Wintia. Na Sparta Prague. Oh boy, you are playing at home against an opponent and Koye. Wash 1-0. You are in a comfortable lead. Then all of a sudden, Obaba considered 3-1. Then last minute, Wabe team and I 3-2. I'm open to say no.
Wow,
yes, I can drink.
My memory apostle, wow, Busa made other course, Mesro. I bet you response on Mutueska and Timmy to me more code for beer. I bet you Chia Bonhoka, who could be a school Mutueska to Accra. Apostle, fancy Bokodi, Adam, now way. Nyami Adam. Fancy, quick one. I have a lot of things to say. Michelle said time no bepem. Quick one on the CAF Super Cup. First of all, Zamalek ni Ali on any day the biggest derby on African continent, biggest derby in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Now, Zamalek ni Ali, I'm over 35% of marriages everywhere in Egypt anytime they play. So it's a top derby, and you see, as I will know what happened. Don't forget, say Ali have just become 44 league champions. Yeah, and at this year, so Omar Shobo, Odias here, and on board draw. Now, over the last 5-6 meetings, before this meeting, Ali have won 5 out of the 6. So they have dominated Zamalek. Now, before the game, the street of Riyadh, Ali Zamalek supporters, they're Germany. Shout out before this game.
Saudi one.
Yes. Yes, so say this Zamalek fans, Oman now see more presence. Sebi Riyadh, Siyaba, the White Knights are in town, and Omo Trust were there in their numbers. You see what I've seen about Saudi Arabia, that nobody can match them when it comes to events. And Kingdom Arena is 26,000 sitting, but it takes 30,000. But for security reasons, 26,000. Now let me get to the match proper. Enra, Coach Gomer, strategy of the game was to concede the first half to Ali, knowing very well that he has some key injury worries. Then he made sure he take them on a counter. Now, Enra, what happened was that Zamalek came in to play very physical, aggressive as well, because that's the only way I'll bet Ali. Ali possess the ball, control game, have great wingers and attacking midfielders. So Enra, what did he do? He made sure, Nabil Emadunga. Unfortunately, this young man on your Pochin national team of the Pyramids, they bought him $2.3 million 2 years ago to Pyramids, from Pyramids to Zamalek. Now, Enra, Mama sure don't forget so collaboration of Zamalek. So in the second minute, Dunga Kokan born in Chikakra, and then you grown the how. So that started Ali controlled the game. Look, Marwan Atia, Mama Shaw in the midfield were control Akram Tofik. They dominated. Dominated Mustafa Shalabi. They dominated Nabil Dunga in the midfield. They were controlling the game very well. So you see in the 12 minute, Mama Shaw, wonderful shot and Messi narrowly. But then the moment came where Pesitao beat Abdel Mohamed Maged and all the pass Marwan Atiyat Allah. Unfortunately for him, he wasted it. Then came the moment. Hamza Matuluti, a Tunisian player from CS Fasien, Oba Zamalek, our 4 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Very experienced top player right back, player centre back, and Oba's right back. Unfortunately for him, in his quest to go and tackle Akram Tofik, he missed, and then his left leg, Ekutano, penalty. Now, penalty, but that was in 36 minutes. Penalty, no. Referee Muatas Al Shamani, Libyan referee, no. I was here, no, check. So how do you dispute this? I'm walking off the pitch.
Yeah.
Zamalek plays. They in protest. Sad protest, Emma referee, no, Emma Savadin Jaziri, Tunisian striker, no, yellow card. And Hamza Matuli, Tunisian for me, one yellow card, 2 yellow cards.
Zamalek for some more because he
it's part of the rivalry. That's it.
Yeah.
At the area of your scrap. So they were walking off. They went to meet the official and I could go and say, no, go back and play. and Waisa Mabu. So that was 8 minutes. Waisa Mabu making sure say I'll bet down the Pakistani striker Bashir. So that was 1-0. Then referee 10 minutes to see because of course the protest. Then came Marcel Kola and making sure say look, Ofre who sent a shot on the touch like what this was ongoing, and then gave him an instruction 48 minutes could have worked, but one bob shot. It was because Hamza Maduli was always going for that's how he plays. He always makes sure that he's going for it because he crosses with precision. But Onya saw a chance and Hussein Shawan first half no. Now second half, this was where Ali decided to drop Masekula sometimes in a game or decided to drop deep and then use the counter attack because on himself Hussein Shahad or Pesitao who was top wingers. But then in that moment, we decided say Mustafa Shalabi decided he will now be closer to Akram Tawfiq. Akram Tawfiq, the fulcrum, the DM for the team. So what he did was disrupting him in the second half. He was putting pressure on him near Pate Rodri Nubino. But he was making sure that the ball, when it gets to him, he will struggle to know how and where to pass. Neno work magic for them. Because of that, Emad El Said had a wonderful left foot strike. Mohamed Shenawi, Ali Kipano, he punched it to play. That's not like him. He will punch it sideways. That is bad judgment at that point. But he was not punished. Then came 62nd minute. Mustafa Shalabi also did the same thing. Mohamed Shenawi. Now the 63rd minute, Maher Nasser was substituted for Nasser Mansi, the danger boy. Now Nasser Mansi Bemuno, he did 162nd minute. BT Rami Rabia wasted opportunity. 69 minute. Or BT Rami Rabia be a wasted opportunity. 70th minute, Hussein Shahad made sure he beat Abdel Magid centre back, beat Omar Gaba, gave the pass to Atiyat Allah. The fortunately Hamza Maturity was there to tackle. So that because that should have been 2-0 and that would have ended the game anyway. Then came that moment. Omar Gaba, very experienced centre back, centre back crossing ball as a striker and a winger, precision, and then Nasser Mansi, danger boy, close range. We are Rami Rabia and Odisha Mohamed Shenawi. Shenawi was angry. You watch him. He was so angry because on one Kasano, that was the cross from Omar Gaba.
No crab been born on the chain.
Yes, you understand me. So Rami Rabia or Bitino. That boy is a danger. That's intelligent play to come in field and do that. And that was the turning point in the game. Now after that, Ali who said, when we decide to play them, they will hit it on the counter. So they decided to control the game. Then came the penalty shootout. Marawan Atiyat Allah onye good penalty taker. Without Atletico, the number one penalty taker is Jabrani, not him. And me, because Rami Rabia then scored. Omar Kamal replacing Hani Mohammed 26 because of injury has then scored. Then came Oseno. Then Zamalek have scored from Abdullah El Said. This is a former Ali player, top player from Ali to Pyramid back to Zamalek, top player. Abdul Magid, top centre back. That's called penalty of Chiki is. Then young man, Mansi, the same thing. Now the moment for Wasam Abu Ali, young Palestinian player, the second rivalry, and then he was sacrificed. Onzuko Westino, and that. Now don't forget that Ali and Zamalek African competition, this is their 11th meeting. Ali have won 6 times and Zamalek has won only once until this twice. The 2 times Ali losing to Zamalek was in Super Cups. 94, Ayman Mansour Gono. Don't forget at that time Zamalek had then won the Champions League against Asante Kotoko. 1993. Sorry, I say. Tuti Franka Mankwa, yes. Yausu, yes. Kofi Owusu, the brother.
Sompa Sports.
Simple Manso, Emmanuel Lampia, the General, Jingo, Ajimandria. Then, Mazanya and then Asem Niekao, Oli Rahman, Akapo Patron, King George Atta, Joe Autry, Masa, Safo Jemfi, Alex Nyakun. So this was the game. Masa, that was top.
Sompa Sports.
7-6 on penalties. And someone really got to go. So they say, we can't that. So at the end of the day, I mean, Omar double on Ali when it comes to Cup, Super Cup. So Ali remained 8-time champion of CAF Super Cup. Now Zamalek got 5-time, 2 Pusa Mazembe 3 times. So kudos, but trust me, don't forget the Champions League 2020. Ali won against Zamalek 2-1. And anytime Omo matches no so either very close and tight result because of the intensity and the heart of the rivalry. So Zamalek celebrate because league lose momentum. And there's something also Zamalek has done. Zamalek won as a Champions League winners in 93 and won 94 Super Cup. But this one, only a Confederation Cup winners beating RS Berkane in the final, and then they beating them. So almost person Charlie say and found the Confederation Cup about Super Cup when they bet you Champions League. That's what they've done. That's so interesting. Now to South Africa. Mamelodi Sundowns Masambu Dawana Eba against the Flamboyant Boys. The Flamboyant Boys and the Kaiser Chiefs. Now, what is at stake in this match? You have Rulani Mokwena Oko without athletic or struggle. Mangoba Mankiti has taken over. Or taking over, no. If you look at the game, Oboy Marumo Galand or share 4 goals to 0. 4 goals to 1, sorry. And then on the Super Sport United, he scored 2. Now he's coming up against the opposite number, Nashaddin Nabil. Nashaddin Nabil, the Tunisian, but your coach now, all the younger call finals 2022. We all lose here. In fact, it was an away, it was 2-2 draw. What do you say? And on the away goal, no, that's the first time younger call final to USM Orges. Since Obaye, over the last 2 years, Sebi Chiefs have not started as well as this. Chiefs have won against Amazulu 3-1 away, and then they won against Marumo Galand 2-1. So Chiefs have started on a good note. Now, Osha table now you realize Sundowns 6 point, Red Arrows, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. This is the first time in the last 5 years. Now he have decided that he will play a solid 3-pronged attack, and then make sure that he has a 4-man midfield led by a very experienced Inacio Miguel, and then compensated by young Russian Dudley. Osha South Africa game against Uganda. You saw the new centre back who go bruising to Russian Dudley. Small tennis is your very intelligent, calm, wonderful composure on the ball. He passes very well. Now, this is coming up against Mamelodi Sundowns team. A coach, any players will issue. So, or say, as we speak now, on using Kulisu Mudau, the best right back in the national team, he doesn't use him. Now, I'm explaining why. Tebo Mokwena, their best ever DM. AFCON, be a modern boy or is on New Zealand. But they also go produce a friend national team. No.
Mokwena, the old Mokwena, not to bench their
coaches have issues. That's why we are running the club is sitting here. Don't give too much room to coaches. Share. You also what you're a human being, you think, so that you complement what they do. Because
Mokwena, no. Arguably, South Africa for best player ever the last.
Of course, not dispute about that.
Peter
Mosman is asking what is wrong with Mungibu. My own said these are personal issues. Say coach Bakono Poma Sem to do it. So now you realize that or the Asfeti Tiwani air ball left back. When Aubrey Mudiba national team play, does that make sense to you? So weigh a test of whether coach she share, but you see he's won 2 matches. Whether she share no Sebi, I bet we got this a bigger and tougher position than Nyawabo so far. So that is what is at stake. Will we even start them for the first time? Because only Mabano Swallows boy Champions League to the league on your move. So today will he start them? And when he start them, what does that mean to the players? So that is what is at stake. But this is going to be difficult because the coach is tactically very good. Nasruddin Abid is a good coach. So that's going to be very interesting. Now, Julian Alfred. Make athletics. This lady. Shadrach Mami, ni welcome, heroic welcome no St. Lucia. Yes. So the 100-meter Olympic medalist from St. Lucia, there's a heroic welcome of woman who Nikrum, and 200-meter silver medalist behind Gabby Thompson. So this is what is happening in a 180,000 populated country. Now, so the storyline. This young girl, at the age of 12, Nani Papa Uye. And so Kotran Nianti in 3 years also Uye. Hey. Now, for 2 years, no, she was not running. She wanted to give up. Shout out my speech, on my speech, now she was almost giving up in life because.
And government officials for their unwavering support, vowing to continue making her country proud on the global stage.
And I just hope that this can also just encourage the country as a whole to just come together and just be one and just encourage everybody, whether they're just starting off in their career, and just helping them get to where they want to go. So I just want to just thank, it's a pity my coach Flo, who's been with me the past 5 years, he couldn't be here today, but my agent is here, who traveled all.
Now, there was a decision to be made. But you see, we are seeing near two here. It is not what happened. Enter the Bible can say there will be a falling down, but there should be a rising up. Champions and great leaders rise up from adversity. Okay. Even though Papa we at the age of 20 until so we after that, where there was no hope, the mother was very poor. When opportunity came, some called Sebi, one was the Youth Commonwealth. She decided to go to the Youth Commonwealth. Now, about Buenos Aires Youth Olympics, a Honor coach, Hendrik Florel, and she won silver in that. But the Bakwe said, always God has to give you a certain inroads into favor. And your Kana Sam Check could say, wow. But Mrika so to Mrikano so Yakamo. Now Coach Hendrik was the savior. And Anyami Emeda, through the coach, sent him to the US. This was the beginning of the breakthrough. Ni Bibia, ni Drian de Bibia was Coach Hendrik. That's the coach. Hendrik Florent. Everything about her, the difficult moment, everything is about the coach. The coach transformed her. So she won the gold and did a time of 10.72. The coach played pivotal role. Nibibia or said the coach is my rock and my spine. Coach we. So no matter what happens, you want that God factor is so important that you need a favor and a breakthrough. Because coach we are and now, so this was the 100-meter final. Prior to this, Shakari Richardson was the favorite. But beating is simple. Now, beyond all this, there's a national holiday after her name.
Wow.
You see, Ewiasi, don't look at the struggle, focus, and get to the final destination. Niebe Mabano, you don't know. And every 27th September in St. Lucia, I'm friend the William Alfred National Holiday.
Serious?
Do you know what that means? The national holiday is named after her. The 27th September, Bioko St. Lucia, a holiday. And because Nyawaye Mamono and Cedar. Secondly, she has now become the tourism ambassador of the tourism authority of Omaino. Now guess the reason. After, that is why I'm paying for when they fail to invest in sports, I don't spare them. It's an irresponsible leadership act and ignorance also of the benefit. Okay? And after the Olympic game gold medal or winning 100 meters, countries are a tourist destination. Cheaper. US free St. Lucia.
Wow. Because we put the country on the map. So St. Lucia they know Google. More airlines being maybe for holidays in San
almost the visit so far, but the count as I said was 5,000
after the Olympic Games.
About 5,000 people.
And the sky broke no.
And then I'm tourism ambassador. This is how serious countries are taking this. Sports tourism. So we need to take this thing very serious. Minister Tamwanka, Emmanuel Gabby Thomas, a Harvard graduate, world 200-meter champion, Olympics, 4x100-meter champion, gold, member of the quartet, and the 4x4. Only 3 Olympic gold medal. One Alexia Ohanas, Ohania, Serena Williams Kuno, according to Moso, or person we what we call the track and field atlas. A man kwa for the first time the history of athletics, a man kwa benya sebi omo opportunity ako receive among themselves. This is the first time. And Alexia said, "Oh, no, that's okay." She ran it by the wife. So you have a good wife who advise you very well. And Serena, so you can go ahead. So they introduced, that's the first maiden edition. And trust me, say Faith Kepiego 3-time gold medalist consecutively, 1,500 meters. She was there, she won hers. Paulina Mereledi, Dominican Republic, 400-meter gold medal. So the objective of this was say, but look, and man, can some energy because one of the things that we added to is aside a man question, they had a makeup session, and you'll be amazed how man was talking about the makeup session and then a photo shoot, which is not done in athletics anyway. So because of that, the women are getting excited. But above all, $60,000 each if you win each of the races. Olympic was giving you $50,000. What is here? And to Osha, Diamond League more $30,000 after our breasts are over 15 races. This $60,000. And so the whole concept is a fantastic one. Since you almost started track, but the food will come later. This is a media, they're just trying it. But Obianya is $60,000. We are $60,000. Who is the higher than 10,000 higher than even the Olympic? What do you say?
Well, Apostle Medasi, Kofi Boku, some find the Bema. Nations FC communications director. No. I remember be doing more ball house of folk.
Papa.
Almost all bet you be said.
Oh, it was that top game.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm doing my apostle. Why you raising about St. Lucia? You know, you could break my members may be sad. Coffee said. Say be because nations the most scam and tia mine someone has support to be here. I was 7 days.
Ali was Kapa. But they have sponsorship over $30 million. They have $30 million sponsorship. You were from one country. No, they need a lot of sponsors. You see. And yet, mono, so you're looking at Enel, but the sustainability of that, say, club Nakasabe winning itself from the owner. And no, a honor who starts to do on my means that you are running the club very well. What do I say? Yes, I better do baby. When the owner is not there, the club will suffer. Sure. Yeah. And so they will need that until the time our moms say we want to do so we are now they win themselves. So they will need it.
Well, so our nation's communications director, Clement, Kofi Poku, Ewa, could break about real quick and chakra. Ya buy baby dinkumo our nation services so far. Sizimo, House of Folk game about no command ye did the last time. Say a binding investee, Ewa, a game manka saying, I almost suhuna ye piano muhia mwana ye nkoma ye bana ya babeto so ye kwa ba real quick.
Kwa baba Gentleman Dental Clinic yeduma bia yedia ne say yebesiesie wosen na yabo wosen ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase wosen animonyam so afa ntuma pa efi wo fixed one no anase ye tafre no permanent one no eno susum yesi a untimi entu bi eno ene efe no PFM bridge anase PFM crown afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye profession mu na ye fe no scaling and polishing se ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esen mu se bi wo kasa etimi mapampan ene ade ebagu na no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi ewo ho Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchen ho na wodru enkan so a ye wo nungwa na Atomic Down domekwa benya runabout no so ho na wodru takwade pipe ano traffic light na ewo pipe ano ye ne OGN bank na wo the same premises na Kachiman so ye wo magazine market kwan no so ho anase opposite AY Ahmed na wodru Kumasi Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station wa traffic light na anihwe G runabout no free Total Filling Station na yabron sign na edi ho ye adwuma free eda joada kopem eda memeda witimi afre ya homa no e wo 055 913 9582
if I shop na me shade o bag
bra ade and not so game ah na tell me about me see di ba queen why me say
bra said the time herbal mixture esia Jimmy ni me fie for enya dia ba ko pe ebe so ye
me dey do this ofa ni nyina
bra se me ka se me di time herbal mixture ho adanse a riase nyina ebe te me nka enti se malaria wadra ni time herbal mixture
enya nu go die na nu mato a wontimi eni die no wadra ni time herbal mixture edre enye ma oba wa fa afuro die wo ma akoda no fo enye akoda woni mfie dumienu ansa na obeto time herbal mixture edre bi no hwese wako hospital anasa lab amwo hu se wo atwide malaria bi ansa
ayo se time me TIME time herbal mixture afi malaria fever bi ada ni ziva ewo mu no ebe tua ubenya bi ato ewo over the counter medicine sellers any herbal shop to do na mu FDA agi edwadue nkratoi atom
Abrosa kakra bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me se abofra ketu a wanya 2 years akada ba ku nti African Spider-Man bla me abofra ketu a mu na nipa ho hia dede bi koso no ti kame ho ne ko hwede wo mbia African Spider-Man and Baby Sebo Buffet, but preoccuping who's African Jack, what Baby Sebo Buffet now with secret piano, anything. Imboost herbal mixture, and only me secret. Now me yet no man can form. And a police me do what that say, many namen sonshare, namen so a boosting immune system. I'm a semi trainer mentebre. Me to me the come on. I'm going with home so across your class so me die yale. I'm my latitude, me nyabako. And yet, no cost. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you going?
Move from a cratching. Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture. Our pharmacy and answer herbal shops. A pin for any Colombian if you do me no enum. FDA adjudicating tattoo at so wallpapers, papata, OP wallpapers, and American for mount. So wallpapers at their decorative offices. So fee and sorry. Say ye perhaps a hoto. Baby Bia Wian wallpaper, dear do Juma Biano. OP wallpapers, Afro. Yaman wallpapers, a macho blind curtains. A banner bearside lamps and so OP, MR types, or mark shapes. Colors out winning na. Ubenya Biato, Ewana Sweho. Say open LED backlight, Eddie above flash screen chia, and also OP, Ebemobi. So open selfie ring lights, Ado phone bishim, a OP wallpapers, and Ebema selfie ring lights. OP, Ewo Kumasia Doom, first floor, Nana Kwesiajman building, Tafo, GNTC building, first floor, Anachronom, our barrier, on the market and Edian share. So open wholesale, and answer retail, any OP, any in Sawaso. Free OP, our 0540 353750.
712
Here is to the friends who took the chance with no regrets. Investors no more hating fortune. To the health workers who diagnosed drugs every move. And then to the hard guy who couldn't hold his emotions. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hand-earned stitches into a bundle of joy. And now, here is to you. Your next big win is right here. From 1st July 2024, dial *712# and password tickets as a group, individual, to win in the community draw or the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#.
NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Mamisha, time HH Heba Mr. Bina Unumi, and your what dropa, a ya draw. Yadro say, mani pedian kwamwano enya hoden na akwatia yare and train yare and san wakwakoto fire wadro na nomno abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonnoa and the time HH Heba Mr. Edia bejaso akra wonyanya mfisia dumienu enumbi wopemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enumbi time HH Heba Mr. Who benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH Heba Mr. Ejadro say FDA adje ejwadie nkratue atum.
Hey, Super AC Bro!
5 cents so
never wa hoto enyi peyo emra ye wo mu high sense AC na yenya abote aye said de be ya ebetumi Ghana show no high sense de woto a ye di free factory ne de be so fees in sometime ye da sukra ya mamre ni mu eche efo aye papa na ntwe nyinam kanea ade ba ko a e wa high sense AC ho a e ma mani je ho pa no aye gold fins and copper pipes na ye de aye no e na manu nti no e ma AC no anwe na ache said de woda ni tie bia gidiba ejina ne na so 4-in-1 photo na ewo muti no oh me from a Koji 23rd September October 28 6 days per Madam High Sense air conditioner my city to say who High Sense air conditioner your split and your floor standing ni mienu nyina ubetumi ato ne standard and the inverter wom how Neko High Sense showroom bia Neko Jodie High Sense everyday prices for everyday people.
Wo yemre na fe yemeto aso e wo fie medical catcher say Kofi Poku Nation Service Communications Director and so e we ha so kwambia so has mo betemo dre nyame yad mo chena and so Kofi mame samu akwaba once again.
Yeah, you fancy.
Say be fine there.
Oh, nyame adom bia boko.
Okay.
What day?
I nem common ye be din komo pan some ne dos ye be baba so about dem de ma wakwaba no na san ko bia no say Dr. Kwame Chidie bibia you okay na still who say support by here from a financially sikasem.
Oh sure because on say I come for your baby say apokura nso togum so anka po nso be na champo ba no kura nso ta yankata so ebisa togum nso togu po mu nyina so enya madaw
David
still our space in the show financial support they will be here and we feel say the best person and the best stakeholder betin support on air buy no abale betimi aboa because individuals on say sika say so that say back phone so scientific kata na nyame ani into investment from the government ni here and I think say the government needs to rema or be determine the direction of the football no and to determine I think the be in order so this year pitches and can want me the government decided say obey infrastructure so that say obey infrastructure and you be say call a birukum ya omutuma na nsia na yakubia na issue say community bia and I say city bia was state of the art facility a ma bon cry akono so nebo ebe ye fe inim say pitches e players so okay abankasi a yebu huma e find difficult because your pitch no e good and obi abo good pitch bia no obi aba otimi no bo ba wo call away akobo pitch any good a osofa and then ba ko ekunye so it is obi a nya good pitches ewo ni place a ebe ma ball na efe player development ebe koso so intended there seriously idea so obi a fight for and I'm wondering why politicians ni nyina no obi a nko that direction obi a jai na school dying na hospitals all those things here but football so no one way betimi tourist aba ekronim even na apostle kan St. Lucia seriously Macro School University na maintain that let me tell St. Lucia that but lady on the day no no final no me na be say the befa Richardson befa
yes
because na minimum no US but from nowhere Alfred befa and from that time na me go here say na apostle kan na and from time to time me say go every St. Lucia every what is going on there all because of one person or they sports there the currency war investment in there serious fancy say aban bem and we be saying as nations FC you hear pa
na say be a certain government say aban bi obebe bia say there was you for like past government no and may to say be there da ho
it should be a national policy
okay
so that's it should be a national policy a better policy obi aba direction there echo I say me say secondary schools so that's it and I say GS school no your curriculum may follow you do think I say me headmaster into my ba me nyesa subject to it
that's right
oba ese nkola na ye you think I say mass chako into yenya mass bio so do for eba so it is a better policy government no abane beko from beba oba o follow the same trend and I think say ye na say beboa into no thing I say you na ba together na who do responsible. No more
before say be sani aba down on league na no challenge kesiye pan ye den wo as ebia communications director wo di teams na chimbo kwa we mo bom na de challenge ne pan ebusa sisi ase ka ba ko ne fix na anima ne mo ya eno ne ye de hia pa
the how dream pa kesiye pa a means of transportation and pa the one a hard pa that is who community from who place alcohol mono but who could do a crew so number 2 sometimes accommodation obre asanonya accommodation is suitable for a player.
Wow.
Because one say premiership nearby into Barcelona ne Real Madrid any
more yeah
what you say and the same year won't mean fa Bellingham koda utebia keke no sa na senke ho players no so but obeko no na accommodation no a problem unya so that say enti me hu say your rules ni accommodation and na fe pitches na nkasa so that say pitches no ya na ya kwan ye in accommodation I think say we are good to go. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Yene Kofi Poku and Edin Komo communications director ma nations. Yeah, madam players Marco 4 and you call up into the local Black Stars. Feeling it to say.
Well, I say national team there player be there so say about national team because hunya national team call up my market value cost and we as nations you know yeah brain na they per se promote players you know value cost it is handlers of the national team no and one from a good feeling man players you know be happy and I think say no crowd motivate you now going forward you know performance now I'm put you now into your from no and I'm increase you know into a good feeling my players they are happy I'm in Japan yeah
hey say hono the own time go over points no from
Panzi results nearby no and no boy no oh yes
Sam
Frank
2-1
oh yes on the day they were better Imagine Frank because you start saying game now from the blast no more pressure ya till say
Bichim young apostle say call aduana possible 9 monya mo 3 5 rather yes 5 say 2 draws and 1 win 5 out of 9 so how has the season been so far mo say
oh so far so good but not very good because now if we say anka a home invincibility there senka a first game e will feel no say ketimi share Bichim and on that day you know send you a for boy you know on that you bob Bichim for papa yes you bomb papa because me for the first time I say Bichim about draw
Sam
Bichim about because on that day Kofi men say friend no look at black galaxy man can say ball watch kura na be for and then you threat virtually he was on holiday ya bobo no possess be create chances ya it go post ni na but unfortunately no not like no any side it is how much no high into you be call 2 consecutive away games you know na pressure ba because if you say Kenya 3 points no fear let's all call we let's at least who ko draw na ko lose ni no kra na 3 points be other baby but our first game we fear over draw 1 point in the 2 away games who ko lose there na say 1 out of 9
yes
and I think say Bichim draw na a boy no and also ni adia I think say a motivation factor near there e buy because when say about draw e wo fie who to kwan mienu it dey na say oh yeah say be pressure e my boys no so because senka you draw Bichim and e ko lose young apostles e lose aduana can he has match any can ba na nka
yeah but as all the pressure na come match ni
what you say
okay
until no season there it's been good but now if we say we could have done better your home game no but still 5 out of 9 there any bad
well home game as my ye kan o chena mo ball fee against House of Folk
difficult ba very very difficult den pa
Hassan so say enkoyi sa o
well fancy who say they be make say service bi wa 7 abentia anka has the kotoko there uno mbebo a o metimi euro fee at any time as the team for team wa or rock for abeti but see as the smaller teams no in quote Ubi also a name proper into the team compete. But the reason why who is very difficult and say, your bar league, you share has that. You share has that. In 3 attempts, Bako your friendly game and a official league games. You qualify, your preseason wakra. Your first game, you engage your more friendly match. I will be mine.
I'm sorry.
Let me say sorry. I say, go back premiership there. I said, oh, the premiership is the ball. I wish you 2-0. I will be mine. I wish you 2-0. And now, league in the start here, on Barbara and Kessie, you're 1-1. And that game, no, you lose.
Wow.
94th minute. And I reach it down so, and Kwabema says up. And I'll ball a long range beer, cap shot beer, a year into me holding here.
The conference MP.
Oh, and a 1-1. Now, second round, you call Accra. Now, at that time, you compete with summer test for the league. It's not your high hopes here. And that has so air battle relegation some way. It's not your high hopes, so the idea, because there's so food you are panipion. And it's all from the could see my pimping. It's just a good to be. But I do a nice China Premier. It goes so 20 minutes. Yeah, you too.
Hey,
now I feel just say, we should be him. So, it's only be Ambosa 3 matches next week. Or ma, it should be a cause to worry. It's any crying show more game no machine. The chim say, arise your move. Yeah, that fish and number 2.
That's a moment me woman that
fish and a 2 and no. I said, is there Sana a force to Bichim? Bichim's intimation with that.
Yes.
Yes. Into what Bichim game name say a bit difficult. And your bomb and you take me and take your chances. But hopefully, Namiad Madachinano. You have a chances in the bar and you bit the key. Because midweek you have any match. And forward Nina she go.
I don't wish I said 10-1.
Yes, she do. Look at 10-1. I say she maguma.
Hey, when I'm watching the channel, okay, but yes,
oh yes,
what is shopping
exactly? Subri Royals. I'm so it attack us in now she go, and if you say watch a 10 goals, it means say ultimate creative more than 10. It's in Yami Adma or Chinano. You be creative more. You creative more so be she be breeze and a pen.
And nations as of I don't want to mean cases to the assembly. Mobesha house. Otna.
Ochina Yami Aduma or Brankese.
Our Brankese
6 no. Nations be call 8 points. Yabesha house
for the first time.
For the first time. I say I'm tie legends no. I call from better na. I'm say you walk otoko no. Ne yakwa ni ntimi show mo. But you call boss game we penyu we ne be kasa e ma emora e ma it corners get on. Enti Razak Nafiu Aqua so that's it. Sadiq Bemaba Munina Moho Sa 3 matches Yamoni has Abuya Mununibi. You all played. What I say? It's legacy Ben Nadachi who free man who be that war. As a man watching free nation score, one shot has that. It's a nations player when the has Abekao. You can't erase it. So that's it. A woman send free nation on nation board 3 times. One share only has boy, one shot has that. Abekao. It's boys need free say this time around, I say almost year day, it's a baby or more. And a new players now be moon so no we say and yet new players say they are new in the system, in the team, but in the system they are there. And we feel say per squad they want now, a improved squad compared to last season. And it's a make us because defensive say a woman san now ufri now they or circle 4 any uku grip man. Ebema in terms of league experience, omi upgrade. So that's it. Omi upgrade. Awesome. Yes, until if it's the squad now was this year, a improved squad and system, based on players, coaching, so I develop different system idea. But in the China, we had Duma, Kosiada, China, or China. Yavasha has fancy. Yavasha has a driver, I come here, say has. When we catch up,
into plans no dey na mo dey go akwam gate process and gate fees and sign a besi akọ time na mo bie ne sanu ma nyina no kan nyina bo mai.
Okay, ebeda a year continents ne bosontwefo na se first because if free be kwai ba na problem.
Yes.
It migrate supporters. Inti eba no magic team no esiwo and baby be ko bia no follow e be bia and e doma say seriously inti now must enough. They've done much and they are still doing more. It's the reason when the Biano, you shake it fear, you consider more first. Because no industry be annual. a farming community. So into Division 1 you born free.
Oh nice.
Division 1 anya kapre you born free gate. So but this year no say kasembem sene ye Kenya and obo has so
pijam kakra
because stars ba Barcelona ne Real Madrid never. It's here 30 cities. Okay. Center line and
Polechi 30 cities. Okay.
The 30 cities ba mo akọ Polechi and center line. VIP no 70 cities.
Okay, so 30 cities for Polechi and a center line ho. Now for VIP now 70 cities.
I think we they affordable. Mudaho and 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
Now 11. Na gate be
gate no. 11 o'clock. Be a TSS will be a game near into comportment no. Yes, will be now in Central Phone so there be a Ashanti region you buy no must you and I don't think say newly promoted team Yaba Ashanti region when you support from the media a chain nation I stand to be corrected though but media they make who especially Sompa any day be a man for crime ba you allow me entry so that's it and you know you can see a accreditation we feel say restriction bebem e baka say be
passport
Yamari one and we feel say basana am why you be see mu bia free entry number ni mumu no oba e dey na kire say oye training wo station ID Indukuta station ID nko na yen central ni entry be rembo because and see a way of issue appreciation to the media and only idea e ho no mo ni mu nu ni misraw oba e meye na uni mi na uni me and it because last time you should be sir I think also only Mr. Ansa ba issue we see last time Mr. Ansa the general gate tina guy be ba na and mami aye obekwai na the issue anymore. And the issue is Sebia, and that's what we you. Also, show
identity.
Show your identity, no problem. About now, you say me zone. And you know, apart from that, there. And I said, Onion Centronia, any Centronia, Echi and Kotana Media Center. Onion Centronia, so I'm not coming through VIP. Because sometimes I have been Poseidon. Yeah. Oh, what better VIP, no honor, or be my commentary. Oh, I say, Hadre. So game ni growth yes improve
that one so intina more
what you say
media center
no so originally media center can say you but you will make sure you are and so come at least baby original bia no benya full view of the pitch na why
okay oh Mike Kofi wa how it is bibi o ha meza
o kasa ndi se waka ba player back one na dodo na bone de ne Razak na wasanso nya a local Black Stars call up ni ade be say me hu specifically from club nankasa omo plan to push Razak net saying you know say they make an what
say project
no way the club no ye na nini ye piano so what's the plan for Razak?
Sure. Razak a project and project in na say you person put in the limelight to the extent that we bring Black Stars proper abo because if say we national team ba market value no e kosro intino we have all our posts mostly social media handles no interviews be bring na onwana oye and also reciprocate because last season onya 7 MVPs. It is a performance no kosro now project na I think say it's in order and this season in 3 matches no when you one as a center back which is not bad so that say the club no project in there e be see pushy Razak no be household name Ghana say and beyond.
Okay but it's okasa ye pa onim kasa pa so tie ne so kasa no we won say yeah na adwene mu do so he's somebody that I think we should project and then push all the way but has game ne there ya beba e ba beti teacher ni ahwe say na nyoma so
ye beba say o say has game there ye beba money has for beba na say na aka no
mene nyame eja opa eni sunsun kronkron nti ye beba
o say na for see oro
ye beba ni aba be hese ni wa be see
o twumutie wo
last season mo ba closer to league because ni enemy say anka mo betimi age but finally mo entimi age what really went wrong coach no and our players maybe because it was that close must as well league ni mo fresh you were consistent. Ufi hono na din so bi kura be ba ho kura betiamo. One win I mama hu say league no my ready for it. Mo call Summer Boy no. Mo ko share Summertex by 1-0. The whole of the season in Summertex and lose so much. Ewa we na mo ko share mo. Aden inexperience. Then this season then am dey to akwam say mo ben a mo repeat mistakes.
Well, come here. Let me say waka. First of all, no inexperience.
Some passports.
Secondly, I think say ube season last year. O target abe set no. Ya na o plans nyina no. GS towards achieving that target. Na wa set no. Enti no say target na o set no. Say bro so a na wa manage ni ya itimi how. Season na you buy mo no. Your target was to avoid relegation.
Yeah,
that was our main target. And the year was geared towards young court relegation. But obey sounds so Apple game, no, and performances no they could do level be a summer test a competition and beat me Agile League, you know. But unfortunately for us, no, I think complacency is setting in Kakra in the part of the players because it got to a point now. I say motivation, no, now so we near. Scanner and the moment I think I know one factor because these guys most of them are young and manage that clout na a full no. But this is if you feel say a young mature players and no crowns mature. Okay, and this is in target na set no. One. The target is nations aba. Expectation here high. If you think a new team there. But baby, any can say the home corner. Am I expectation now? They arise.
Yes.
You better say you better go beyond the shores of Ghana. This season.
That is Africa.
That's Africa. And the target for this season is to go to Africa. And over Africa, 2 ways. Either you win the league or the FA Cup. And these two targets, no. And you set it. And I can show you say all our plans, our game plan, BBI, no, cheered towards achieving those targets. Is the reason why you bought 3 matches. Yendusui na yako the Lions then na Najima Bedu Park ako pick a point no nti nyame aduma odachna no ye pese ye maintain that momentum no we don't want to take our foot off the pedal. Yes, nti nyame aduma
resources they be or financially doctor wo ho ide emi send your mabetimi akoye de amamo but me ba ho ba on na apostle small me wo mobile league ni me no things I saw a lot of hostels in junior team. Say more builde ni sane o mani nyina mo ye fa chire this season you want some sign players video maba kasi mingo so ye nim ne de again so on nkoda no fire obegurumi odobewura senior team musisi how has it been mu junior team no ekoso ana productivity ne ti saying because kasi mingo la nim ne de by now they was anka by be 3-4 de ko do match we do we obechim or one coach and the specialty back up that side then ekoso.
Well, last season, Frank Amoni, a 17-year-old or making debut with Ghana Premier League in him. And I think when Timia more baby but about at least three games. Now this season, you were two. This is your person you push your move to the senior team, our manager. And those two guys also Amas students. Amas Bako SHS1 and Bako SHS2. SHS1 Mosisupuku or striker or attacker and in games against the first game or Bema sub second half and the 2 games born young apostles Edwina no one memory but Omeki match they scored okay and there was a second guy Festus and Chroma also a man the hope say Nkolano more na bebana
well, Kofi, yet say ba order so high in Yanko, ye beshim na ya share matches out there was about so house of folk about way to nations, Nyamian Mortina, and no air one. And after Brekum Chelsea and so our Brekum and then Asante Kotoko, Summertex, our Samra boy, ever ball a Vision FC, Young Apostles, ever host Adriana Stars, Nafi Basek, Holy Stars, and so ball Mediama, Lions, and Gold Stars, ever ball, Bechem United, host Dreams.
ɛnom ɛyɛ game ɛba so na afei Legon series ɛnso ne Karela nso abɔ no matches a weekend yi ɛwɔ sɛ ɛba so Ghana Premier League and more live commentary ɛnso ɛbɛba pɔ so ma memra wɔ na afei yɛnhwɛ na membra ayɛ mic ne mɛsɛ hɔ
Asante Kotoko game, a very difficult game. Very difficult game because this is a grounder. Sebi Kotoko, I dare a draw. And also sometimes, Bebia, se Nyamian Pata, we've had issues before the game. Famous incident to Asante Kotoko management member, Honma, police for him. So, a game be a sebe any bresupa and also the fact that Kotoko are dropping point against Young Apostles
some passports
and then Kotoko also need at least a point from this game and those the last is almost it's going to be a very difficult game for Asante Kotoko, very difficult. Brekum Chelsea was slighted because of the statistics against Asante Kotoko and a difficult game. And I think that Kotoko best might be a drawn game. Yeah, that's the realistic. Unless Bibi Shrunku SC, and there are things I will not talk about when these games happen. Nema attack also behind the scenes. I call Chelsea favor. So, where a gamer, trust me, Kotoko best will be a drawn game.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Because me see, I no go area. Time I got to go share Chelsea in Sunyani. When they move here, I've never beaten them there. Even draw struggles to win a draw there. And like I said, there are other near maybe I can't see on television. That happens a creating an atmosphere sometime and the yes. So even Ochina, if you are going to the fold or Honoma, you must make sure say we are very careful. One can near fata. Almost taking this game seriously than only as a folk. Last year's go show more. But
apart from also as a board in consider crowd fee.
Yes. No.
And there's the game so Omolusu too anyway. So Omania Brest they want to turn things around.
The game is beyond Boedu. This game is normally an Aquamis game. What do I say? Oh no, but I always want to prove a point to us. So, anything it's going to be very difficult for Kotoko to pick the valuable 3 points unless Bibi Srunku, Messi, and Kotoko also really Osham Young Apo. They created chances, but they wasted most of them. And football is about conversion of chances. In a place where you have the pitch better and everything. Who are comfortable in your home, you couldn't take those chances. In a way, a ground that is difficult. I mean, a more opportunity. The players you have, anyhow you want to possess the ball, no, you don't have that there on that ground. It's very difficult. So, for me, I think Kotoko best will be a drawn game in that particular match. Now, Midiama are doing very well. They're doing very well. Almost valuable points. The game against Legon City, that 1-0 win was very, very important. Now, where Michael Onofi region, where will you say a Western Derby or because Basaka is coming from?
Western Derby.
Very, very interesting.
Media Manankasa ni route ne Yenzema. So media mani just a minia good. So the route Yenzema and Holy Stars ne a typical Enzema team. So a bit my Enzema Derby so in some way so diluted.
Very interesting. Yes, the best and there's like Brad Penini Niniakitwa. Sorry I say and my very good friend is also the coach. There is very good coach Ghazali. More after me as we spoke and he was laughing even before the game and after the game. He's a very good coach tactical and Usha has numbers they are playing well. But Midiama have experience on their side of quality. So it's a gamer. Either I see the West being a draw or Midiama picking a value, but they are playing very well. And Midiama I can say they want to win this year's league. So it's something that you could see how many Legon Cities know how they score the goal and how Legon City how they defended so well in numbers. So clearly almost showed the intention in the game they play, so are picking valuable point.
3 points, and they are going to go into this game with the same motivation. So I see a drawn game or Medium are picking a valuable point. Now, Samatex, any vision. This game is so crucial for Samatex because after tasting Africa, which for me they did very well against Raja Casablanca. I almost there, and we are one, but they need to start well. At the end, so outstanding matches. Onyam boy, not the ball first league match or home. You need to take the 3 points. Very, very important. A bit to medium. More guys say medium about Champions League, Yes, a bit more. So they need this game. They need to make sure that Samatex win a pick that when Vision are not bad. Look, Vision are playing well. Even the game Amudu against Chelsea crowd home, now they create a lot of chances. What do I say? They are not bad. They have a coach. Me pronounce Masai tactically. He communicate well. Me coach are more communicated tactics explaining. Michael Adamfo, Coach Ajiman, he communicate well, and then he has Hamza who is experienced supporting him. So I want to see how that plays out. But I think that the experience and the quality at the disposal of Samatex should be more than enough for them to pick, and they need these 3 points at all costs to settle the nerves of the players and then build their momentum and confidence going to subsequent games, especially when they have outstandings to play. These 3 points so crucial to Samatex at any point because we and Ebema Omonis are doing for the year and we and Ebema Abim if they start well. And I think that we share Omo home record. Say last in the whole season, but for Nation they would have gone the season without losing a game at home. So home record the best in the league. So I think that they'll pick the 3 points against Vision. But Vision will give them a good match. They play the ball to one. So they need to make sure they establish dominance, establish authority on the game. But says Samatex is not enough. They need to show the quality and class they show in Africa. What do I say? Not making sure pick the 3 points. I think that that is not something beyond them. They are more than enough to be able to get the 3 points. They need 3 points over Vision.
Okay. Well, Mike, Fancy may focus by one local Black Stars and our Black Galaxies call up. I think we have a big issue we're gonna have with scouting, and scouting, it is an expensive venture, but also it needs to come from dedicated and committed personnel. Scouting a human and that form. Say yes, players be 22. Monitor bia neyi emumienu anamiensa wogidie se omoyade in the game. When there are distractions like maybe our phones or type BB, and only the benefit of replay. And to be kura betimi esi now attention ni ho na free onsa. To when you more do makuma so said this is what we want to do. One here nipa ne be shoddy work. Coach Didi Dramani, any ejuma waye no. I think he has selected names, but not necessarily the best players in Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah. Was selected Dean. But in Prempre and Mino Dim Komei, most of the names on the list are not even active. They said Nuruddin Abdullahi. Media my boy, no. Nuruddin Abdullahi has not played a game for Media. We're praying to recover.
For a long time.
And if you call Nuruddin Abdullahi, maybe based on the track record, or Bobo na maniso anytime a Media my boy Africa. And no crowd ne can be a onya Blasters collab. Good. But what happens to recently? Bob and Nuruddin Abdullahi ba wujina swa oton sadia friends omramebo because in the Mediama team, so Fred Kamaruddin Mamodua, worth it because he's playing and he's performing. Ofre Mediama keeper yo de Apia Kubi is keeping the post because Cheyepra. So Okipi and so they have a better defensive record. In two frena evidence no ewo. What is the evidence and what is the case for a player like Nuruddin Abdullahi? Minim say make awati asia. Case ben na be di amano.
On active ankasa.
Yeah. The same thing. What is the case for David Oponafrane? Say omrambebo from House of Folk. Then ye case a wo ye di amano. So, yeah, apart from the dear case Ben away the man say young friend no mambebo. For what particular reason? And we are lucky, say we are coming into a season now. Ye 2 Ghanaian clubs no more Africa, and they did not disappoint. So if you are looking for centre backs, now Probio to me bar. Ebenezer Akwa was captaining Samates to play in the Champions League. We bought 4 solid games, enough competition. Then we bought Premier League no back. And if our 5 competitive games under his belt, and he did not give us disappointing performances. Even in the game against Raja Ewakra, he created an assist. Jetwago no ball, one a loopy ball in the man. So he's somebody who is playing consistently. He's performing, and it's a war of Fred Samates, no more Fred Isaac Afula. Now we center backs. Now we sign Ebenezer Akwa. Eko Fred Nuruddin Abdullah Wepra. On more ball. Now Eko Fred Opon Frani Onozo Mobo. What is the rationale behind it? We no boss waka na waka kwa eso opekasa. Ana ope bufo. Ana bibi e baby and so when. It is not the case. But you only maybe I am baffling. I am baffling. Because how do you make a case like this? Somebody I'm about player back home, Ebenezer Akwa. This season, even last season, top 5 centre backs in Ghana. Oba Razak Simpson, Ebenezer Akwa should be in there. And what he offers you is also the versatility aspect of his game. Otimibo as a right back, Esansuye Juma as a central defender. Outside player who say when is a valuable asset. Yeah. Some moments at it. So maybe collapse beer. Na fe near baho na ye complaining near Kasa.
Obon mono afusa me modern wa page. I was saying me rasa squad remu. When nya obon say a dampening pan spirit. So
o de hwenya me nyima ka che me say Baba Musa Madu o Samates no. Oni kwan so be remu we Alessaso we proud goal star so Alessaso we proud
ana wa frɛ no
Alessaso is injured o there say on Jimmy India friend Paul Manson here a pre-match interview and a press conference he himself stated say Alessaso is injured we proud and 20 mimbo Baba Musa Madu no obo Samates no owen where is he in this list owen Michael Epson. Oh, they find themselves in back under 20, no problem. But Baba Musa Madu, no, where is he? Away? Where is he in this list? And yeah, no quite fancy. I can go on and mention a lot. Where as I'm all watching a free, I will tell you on authority this season. A dear empire why he justify his inclusion in the team. What is the justification? Even has or no, on a Hamza Isano, why the airborne home day? Hamza Isa Wumdie, no problem. But there is this boy, Ishmaelado, Heart of Lions. Omani she across so she go. See, let us league no. You need quality kekeke bebreu, but they are good enough quality with proper scouting. You bet me identify a good national team for the local side. Me, I am starting this advocacy.
Okay.
Ebeya Ankas local blasters blast galas, you know. Omoma the senior blasters coach, you know, onye the supervisor. Na assistant ni bi coach Black Galaxy, you know.
Okay.
Ne yenja say yafa local blasters coach, not your oil, you know, and the blasters coach ebra. Yeah. Enti Otuado no, onye the supervisor for the Black Galaxies. Now one of Otuado assistant coaches, no, onye the coach for the Black Galaxies. Now on feeding directly into the Blasters team. We have quality for your team, but it is because of some of these things. Collapse, no, aye bibia wo ho esi ni trase adane.
Whoa.
Yes, we don't get the best of our talent. Say, I'm out for local blasters or mobile. And we will not go Ghana Premier League. But meanwhile, they are not the best players from the league.
I mean, Nigeria, you know, when we met Ejike Zwenyi's goal, that's 2014.
Yeah.
Stephen Keshi was the Super Eagles coach, and then was
local
and away assistant. So
almost selected the best from our league. Fancy me say you need quality. I bet you do ala limodi and so, but we have best player, quality players.
When the game, when the game, the coach was talking about. see boy no. My goodness. Against Raja, Obo Raja see he searched for cross with simple and easy.
Division 1 League craft on Besha say what friend at a Division 1 League players on what basis?
Whoa. I mean, for course, all Bamis row, volume on your TV sets now, what low no amame. My volume L TV no song for me. For course, weekend matches ever so ya bro so ya Kofi Poku, communications director the nations and so I think come 0551 931 931 0548 931 931. Ofra na what lower volume no I also and so
17 and me say Obi tested me never say me sound so confident. Now me say have to be because okay, you bought 33 matches for Abraham Kese. 2 matches spent yan she go. 2 matches spent and yan she go. That was last season against Gold Stars and this season Bichim able go let's draw. It is that no. The extra say Kotoko away. It's all football loving fans was Santi region na mu Abraham Kese nyame aduma.
Okay, Kofi Beda has a powerful time. Yes, our communications director, my nation service now telling Kano, Ayo Kofi Poku and a Bashak. Yes, more friend yent me for be a brand I piano. Yen rap ya real quick na yema fees and metwaso. Happy birthday going out to Emmanuel Cheba for Amstead campus. Emmanuel Cheba for Amstead way everyone kasawa uncle. Nana ame our Jemfi and say yeah show our dapana yen kancho senya me enton supana engo birthday no so happy birthday to Esther Wusua Esther and also birthday and nyame enyo kese na ontutu anamo NCCA also going out to a champion Teresa on Kranza systematic press and say yeah show a year happy birthday ne obra obi enyina ne so mo show a year awada panti baby obiano enjoy your day to the max. Happy birthday to Rashida on Kranza from Wonamo for Queenstown a Sindini omo makanyina say so reshe Rashida happy birthday no and so no da say da munyina mase from Monday ebesi ne yes sorry so na amakwan ama sompa extra aba beto aso to den aye besan share biem